Man, Ohio State, that full court press was a killer. And the bigger thing is that they figured out how to score, though, in that second, the third and fourth quarters. They only had 12 and 14 points in the first and second quarter, respectively, and then 27 and 26-point quarters.
And held Mackenzie Holmes to just 12 points.
Yeah.
Only got 7 shots at the basket.
And we were talking about, we saw Holmes. She looks like she's a little beat up, maybe has a knee injury, something, just wasn't really looking quite like herself. So, which happens sometimes at the end of the year. You just, some of those injuries start to pick up, or just from overuse kind of things. A little hard to kind of bounce back from. So
a terrific start to what should be 2 outstanding basketball games. Ohio State will watch this one and face the winner of Iowa and Maryland. The Hawkeyes out on the floor warming up, basket to our right, and the Maryland Terrapins the hoop to our left. Maryland has won 7 in a row. Its last loss was in Iowa City when the Hawkeyes took care of the Terrapins 96-82. Of course, the two teams met at Maryland a week ago last Tuesday, and a very lopsided loss, uncharacteristic of the Hawkeyes. So the two teams have split the 2 games this year, and certainly look forward to this afternoon. We'll be back and get the pregame comments from head coach Lisa Bluter. Also, Jamie will be along with her keys, all leading up to a tip-off that'll take us a little bit after 4 o'clock. It was scheduled for about 4, probably somewhere between 4:05, 4:10 tip of this basketball game. The Hawks will be the home team in the home white uniforms, Maryland in the black road uniforms. We'll be back to the Target Center after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP, because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
When you buy your own health insurance, you deserve a doctor who's your biggest champion and coverage you can be confident in. And with new Wellmark health insurance plans featuring Unity Point Health, that's what you can expect. These plans help you build a relationship with your Unity Point Health primary care providers and network partners, starting with free preventive and virtual care, plus low copays for primary care with a doctor who always has your back. Connect with an agent to help you enroll at wellmark.com/UPH.
Welcome back to the Target Center, downtown Minneapolis, as we get set for semifinal action in the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament, Iowa and Maryland. This is the Hy-Vee Shoot-Around with Coach Bluter, brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Well, Coach, got it done yesterday against Purdue. Got off to a good start, really good fourth quarter. Seemed like once a couple of three-pointers started to drop, got into some flow.
Yeah, I thought, like you said, the first and fourth were good. The second and third were just okay to me. We did a much better job in the second half getting the ball into the paint. We only had 10 paint points at half. We ended up with 28. So I thought that was a key for us. But, yeah, I think, Gabby's been shooting the ball well. Kate knocked down a 3. That was big for us. I it was one of those games where it feels like it happens a lot. The first round of this tournament, you don't play your best basketball, and now everybody seems to be playing. I hope we play our best today because we're going to need it against this tough Maryland team.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You mentioned Gabby Marshall, obviously a great defensive player, but what has it meant to this team how hot she's been behind the arc?
It's a total difference maker for us. Everybody knows about the big two, but when you start adding McKenna hitting threes, Kate hitting threes, Gabby, the way she's been shooting it, it makes us a whole different basketball team. And so, it's very comforting for us as coaches, and I know it's obviously she's pretty happy about it.
Back with more from Coach Bluter after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
Hey everyone, I'm Mark Wahlberg, and I have some exciting news to share. At Wahlburgers, we are all about bringing the family together to enjoy a great meal and have a great time. That's why right now, for a limited time, kids eat free every day at all Hy-Vee Wahlburger locations. Kids 12 and under can enjoy one free kids meal with any purchase of an adult burger, sandwich, or entree salad.
Bring the family to Wahlburgers and the Wahlburgers and Hy-Vee stores, where right now, kids can eat free.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
Well, Coach, you mentioned have to play your best against the best. Maryland has won 7 in a row. Last time they lost actually was in Iowa City. And at Maryland, a couple of bench players came on and really played well.
Yeah, they did. Lavender Briggs and Breanna Alexander came in and had highlight games against us. So they hadn't been shooting the ball that well, and then they came out and shot tremendously against us. And it's one of those things like, you just get your confidence and you feel like everything's going in, and it does. So we got to have better three-point defense today. We had good transition defense against them, but we need to have better three-point defense against them. And, we did not shoot the ball well ourselves. And so we have to make sure that we knock down the shots outside because, quite honestly, they really have about 4 people in the paint at all times and really bottling up Monica.
And what are they doing defensively? Still some of that half-court trapping?
No, it's more of a box and one. They did a box and one against us where they really denied the heck. I mean, they were so physical with Caitlin, and then they always had somebody in front of Monica and behind Monica. So basically a sandwich around her. And really 2 people had to cover everybody else on the floor, and that's why we had open shots. And I just feel good that today we're going to knock them down.
Kind of feel like they'll try to do the exact same thing today?
Absolutely. When you beat somebody by that much, you don't really want to change your game plan too much. We beat them at our place against player. We beat them at our place when they tried zone. This was the first time they really played extensively this kind of defense at their place, and it was very successful. So I'm actually, absolutely anticipating it.
Yeah, and still from a starter's perspective, Diamond Miller, first team All Big Ten, and does she still kind of lead Maryland when they're playing well?
Future WNBA player, first team rounder. I mean, she's such a really great guard forward for them. Abby Myers has been playing very well. The transfer, just doing a great job shooting the 3 for them. Cheyenne Sellers, excellent guard, can get to the rim, can shoot 3, very physical, great height. That's the team is. This this team doesn't have a big center, but they have really big guards, and they can occupy a lot of space with these big athletic guards.
A lot of length, don't they?
A lot of length, and even off the bench, they bring people off the bench that also have that same kind of build.
Well, Coach, won it last year. Let's try to get to the title game and have a great weekend.
Well, let's do it, and this has kind of turned into Carver North. We got to use it to our advantage today. Let's
They're
go.
out there. They're ready.
Let's go.
Coach Bluter on the pregame show. We'll be back with more from Minneapolis. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
At Oakmall, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakmall.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
When you buy your own health insurance, you deserve a doctor who's your biggest champion and coverage you can be confident in. And with new Wellmark health insurance plans featuring Unity Point Health, that's what you can expect. These plans help you build a relationship with your Unity Point Health primary care providers and network partners, starting with free preventive and virtual care, plus low copays for primary care with a doctor who always has your back. Connect with an agent to help you enroll at wellmark.com/UPH.
Well, Coach Bluter talked about Carver North, and she wasn't kidding. Of course, a great crowd last night, over 8,000, most of them Hawkeye fans, and that's going to be the scenario this afternoon as well. The Iowa fans continue to come inside the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, and we're about 10 minutes away from tip-off. Well, this week on the Fight for Iowa podcast, Gary Dolphin had a chance to talk to Kate Martin, who's just been the glue to this Iowa basketball team. Rightfully so. Caitlin Clark, Monica Sonano are talked about, both first team all Big Ten performers. Of course, Caitlin, back-to-back Big Ten Player of the Year, and hopefully will be National Player of the Year. But Kate Martin has been that do-it-all player for the Iowa Hawkeyes at that big three-pointer last night in the victory against Purdue. And I wanted to give a little preview of Gary Dolphin and his chat with Kate Martin. Also talked to Jan Jensen on the podcast, which you can find on all major podcast platforms and the Iowa Hawkeyes official YouTube page.
Iowa women's basketball has superstar Caitlin Clark and many other gifted pieces to the puzzle. Redshirt senior Kate Martin holds the collective intangibles a coach wants on the floor and in the huddle. Martin earned the Hawkeye Sportsmanship Award this season. Her talents are displayed all across the board. 15th in career assists, approaching 400. Understanding who to get the ball to, Martin likewise knows where the basket is, especially against tougher draws. Scoring 19 against Indiana in that one for the ages game. Martin dropped a career high 20 on Connecticut back in November and posted a double-double against then number 2 Ohio State in Columbus. A native of Edwardsville, Illinois, the 6-foot guard forward isn't afraid of the moment thanks to the coaching and chemistry.
When you get to stay with the same starting five for 3 years in a row, that's pretty special. A lot of players are coming and going, especially with the transfer portal now, but I think the time and the dedication that people have put into this team is what makes it really special, the coaches included. And so, these girls are some of my best friends, so I feel lucky to be able to have another year with them this year, and it's been quite a ride, and it's been really fun so far.
Beyond the numbers of Caitlin and Monica in particular, what makes them so special beyond points and rebounds in steering the ship and making sure everybody's on the same page?
Yeah, well, I mean, Caitlin's basketball IQ is higher than anyone I've ever met before, and she just sees the floor so well. And, I mean, they both draw so much attention that it helps players like me, McKenna, and Gabby get open, you know, when Monica's getting doubled or Caitlin's getting doubled, you know, that leaves somebody open on the court. So that just helps the entire team of the with that aspect. And Mon, she's just so smart down in the post where she just does her work so early. She's learned that. And in a physical conference like the Big Ten, she's had to learn that. And when you get your work done early, you know you're going to be open. And if you have someone on the floor like Caitlin, she can find you even in that split second. So their duo together is awesome. And then the attention that they draw just helps the others on the court as well.
I don't want to say you've become more of a scorer. You could always score, but are you looking? You seem to be looking for that shot more this year.
I would definitely say yes. I know the time that I've put in and the time that the coaches have put in with me. And, I mean, when I'm open, you know, I have the confidence that I've put in the time that I know I can knock down that shot. And so I think that's a little different from last year. And I've always put in time, but I know that how extensive hours I put in this summer and this fall, and so my three-point shot is feeling very confident. It feels really good, and so I'm ready to shoot, which has helped open up drives too for me. So when you can shoot the three, that opens up drives, and when you can drive, that opens up the three a little bit too. So I've been lucky in that regard this year.
And your passing hasn't tailed off. You're still a great assist person out there. Tell me about the coaching staff. Much has been made about how they've been together seemingly forever, which they have for a long time. But how does that help a veteran club?
I mean, we just all trust each other so much. We know the coaches know basketball more than any other coaching staff in the country. They've been together longer than, I mean, I'm sure most coaching staffs in men's or women's side, you know, and so they know the game so well. And then since we've been together for so long, the players, they know us really well too. And so our chemistry with the coaches and being able to communicate with them on and off the court just helps. You know, Caitlin might come in the huddle and be like, hey, coach, I think this play is going to work. And coach is like, all right, let's run that play, you know. And so that trust right there, that's huge. And to be able to have that communication from players to coaches, that just benefits us a lot.
The games that I've been able to watch and listen to this season, youth is important. An injection of new blood is always important to any basketball program. And someday you guys are going to leave.
Yeah.
Hannah Stuelke is just, I mean, her upside seems immeasurable.
Yeah. She definitely has no ceiling on her potential. And just her athleticism in general, it's unlike anything I've seen come through Iowa. Anybody I've played with, her athleticism is unreal. And what I love about her is her willingness to learn and her willingness to want to get better and put in the time. And so as a freshman, getting these invaluable minutes and just, I mean, wanting to put in the time and work hard, that's just something you love to see out of a freshman. And she's very coachable. And so when she comes on the minute, I mean, she's more efficient than most players, you know, who put in those minutes. And so it's been really impressive to see her start to the end of this season so far. And she's just getting better and better. And I'm really excited to see where she ends up at the end of her 4 years.
That from Kate Martin on the Fight for Iowa podcast with Gary Dolphin, and you can hear more of the interview with Iowa women's basketball player Kate Martin and also associate head coach Jan Jensen on this week's Fight for Iowa podcast, available on all major podcast platforms, the official YouTube channel of the Iowa Hawkeyes, and HawkeyeSports.com/podcasts. Hawks back out on the court, finishing their warm-ups. Same for Maryland. And Jamie, the one thing, when you look at this game, You figured, okay, when you saw Iowa and Maryland on the same side of the bracket, maybe a collision course here in the semifinals, and I don't think the Hawkeyes mind that, because I think they probably want another shot at the Terrapins, knowing they didn't play their best out in College Park.
Right. I think that they welcome the challenges. They welcome people that are really good, and they know that they're going to be competitive against. And this is a game though that's also a game that's only going to make Iowa better, right? It's either they're gonna figure out how to beat Maryland, or they're going to figure out something that they can work on over the next week and a half as they start to prepare for the NCAA tournament. So ideally, right, the number one thing is to beat them, but no matter what, it'll be a great game for Iowa.
We'll talk starting lineups and get Jamie's keys after we pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Well, Jamie, big game. Of course, the Hawkeyes won the Big Ten tournament in Indianapolis last year. Trying to do it again. Won't be easy. What do the Hawks have to do today?
Right. I think the biggest one is, I do think, get the bigs involved. Monica Sonano, when she was contributing yesterday, it made it a lot easier to beat Purdue, right? And so things like that, getting the ball inside. I think she can definitely dominate on the inside. So I think that's a starting point. The second one is going to be to really ride the waves today. Maryland hurt Iowa because they went on a ridiculous run in the second quarter. That's really what happened. And Iowa just has to make sure that they can shut any type of run down. Leave it at a 7-0 run. You can't go any further than that, because then it's just too big of a hole to come out of. Although Ohio State will tell you there must not be any hole that's too big if they can claw out of a 24-point deficit. But really, you don't want to get down, so that's going to be a big one. And then the last one is, I think, use the fans, get everyone going by getting those fast break points, those easy buckets, those high percentage shots, because that is the way that they start motivating themselves. And then for whatever reason, the threes start falling. So those would be the three things: a fast break, getting it into the post, and then riding those waves, stopping those runs.
Yeah, we just witnessed the largest comeback in Big Ten tournament history. Ohio State defeated Indiana in the first semifinal game, 79-75, down 24 late in the second quarter. And the Hawkeyes had actually held that record going back to 2001 when Iowa defeated Indiana in that tournament. Ended up winning the tournament,
right? But
we're down 19 to the Hoosiers that year.
Yeah, that was crazy. We were not expecting that at all. I really thought it was going to be a game where Indiana was going to be able to come out and their starters were going to rest, actually, in the second half. And definitely not that Ohio State wasn't ready to go down.
Starting lineups for today's game. First off for Maryland. Number 5 in the country, the 3rd seed in the Big Ten tournament. 20-3 all-time in the Big Ten women's basketball tournament. 25-5 on the year. Cheyenne Sellers, 6'2 sophomore, averaging 14 points a game. Diamond Miller, 6'3 senior, leading scorer for Maryland, just under 20 a game at 19-7. Abby Myers, a 6-foot senior, averaging 14, transfer from Princeton. Eliza Pinzan, averaging 3.5, transfer in from South Florida. And Faith Masonis, a 6'1 senior, averaging 6.6. Regular 5 for the Hawkeyes. Kate Martin at 7.3. McKenna Warnock at 10.9. Monica Sonano at 17.1. Caitlin Clark at 27.1. Gabby Marshall at 4.3. Had 11 last night against the Boilermakers. In her last 8 games, she is 17 of 28 from 3. In her last 4, 12 of 21.
I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. Which we, when she shoots it, that's where she misses that first one. I'm like, you just got to shoot it again. It's going to go in. That's where she's at right now. And she doesn't look to take a ton of threes, but you want her to take at least some, right? You want 5 at least coming from her right now.
So Sonano and Diamond Miller in the center jump circle. And we're ready for basketball. Ball is in the air. The tip won by Maryland. And the Terrapins will control it right to left in front of us, courtside here at the Target Center. Inside Miller in the paint, drops it off for Pinzan along the baseline. Gets it back from Masonis. Now to Miller. She's 17 feet away and will fire a jumper a little bit strong. It goes up over the top of the glass and out of bounds.
And Iowa right away came out in his own. You can tell that kind of took Maryland, because Iowa almost always comes out right away in player, and not messing around today.
Sellers will basically face guard Caitlin Clark. Remember, Maryland defensively were after those two, and Clark from a half-court pass down to Sonato.
She just did a half-court lob pass to Sonato.
Monica caught it along the baseline, laid it up and in. The Hawkeyes strike first. Pinzan, a long jumper from the top of the key. A two-pointer, we're tied at 2. Here's Marshall into the front court. Gets it to Warnock, right side. Kate Martin holds the ball high above her head. Now Clark fakes, whips a pass inside to Warnock. Up and under move, no good. Missed the layup. Maryland comes away with a basketball. Myers at the free throw line. Left side, Masonis. 10-foot jumper is good. Mid-range game working well for Maryland. They go on top 4-2. Martin, cross-court pass in the corner to Gabby Marshall for 3. No good off the left side of the rim. Rebound underneath Masonis. Down court to Sellers. She goes up, has it blocked by Clark, and then she tries to save it from going out of bounds. Didn't touch a Hawkeye, went out of bounds. Iowa basketball.
That was a nice block by Clark.
Clark across the timeline. Top of the key, weaves left side, and the three-pointer is good.
Do you think Clark came to play today? It's looking good.
Always like to see her with that first tough three that she was able to knock down. Iowa by 1 in the early going. Masonis hands it off to Diamond Miller. Left side, Pinzan, jumper no good from 17. Rebound to Kate Martin. Now to Clark across the timeline. Fires the ball to Kate Martin, right wing. Drives into the paint. Now back out to Gabby Marshall, who drives in and had the ball poked from behind by Pinzan and out of bounds. Iowa will have it along the baseline, up 5-4.
Number 3, Lavender Briggs.
Lavender Briggs, 6'1" senior, transfer from Florida. Into the game, averaging 7, but had 19 against the Hawkeyes at Maryland. Lob pass to Sonato on the right wing. Bounce pass to Kate Martin in between the circles. She drives left side all the way to the rim. Out the basket, and she's fouled.
She did the classic fake pass out, like she was going to kick it out for the three-pointer, and then continued on.
Went up with the right hand on the left side, got it to go, and Maryland picks up its first foul. That's Myers, second team all Big Ten performer, and Kate will be at the line to try to complete the three-point play with the Hawkeyes up 3. Martin sends it to the basket, perfect. Kate with 3, Iowa up by 4, 8-4, 7:44 first quarter. Here's Briggs, left wing, Clark on her, uses a screen in between the circles. Masonis left side, kind of weaves her way into the paint, then kicks it deep in the corner. Nice catch by Alexander, and we've got 9 to shoot. Here's Briggs, fires a three-pointer right wing and drills it.
Good defense. I mean, Clark was out there, hands were up. Just a good shot.
Well, we saw a lot of that at College Park. Now Gabby Marshall for 3, left wing. Count it.
There she is, 1 for 2, right? She's 50%. If you miss the first one, take the second one.
But shooting it confidently, that's the key thing. 11-7. 3 minutes into the basketball game. Hawks on top. Three-pointer, Masonis straight away, no good. Clark the long rebound across the timeline. Drops a pass inside for Sonato. Couldn't handle it. Got a couple of players on her back. And Monica gets up, smiling. But it's going to be off of Iowa. Maryland basketball.
That was just the craziest little thing.
Well, Clark sent that pass, that long down court bounce pass tried to split 2 defenders, and then Sonano couldn't handle it, but then couldn't get up because 2 black
so
jerseys on top of
ball?
her.
Is that technically what we got called there? Of course. Looking.
I don't think so, because Maryland got the opening tap and now has the basketball, and Miller has it blocked away as she tried to make a move down the right side of the lane. Iowa on top 11-7.
Nope, you're correct. They gave a turnover. Weird.
So Sellers will inbounds the ball along the baseline for Maryland, gets it into Briggs, who now kicks it out for McDaniel. She'll fire a long 2 from the left wing and knock it down. Marie McDaniel, 5'10" freshman, had 9 against Illinois last night. Iowa by 2 with the basketball. Deep 3, Clark, count it, right wing.
Seriously, she had like a millisecond to shoot it, and she took it, and she hit it, and Clark, she likes challenges.
She's not going to have any room today to shoot the basketball. Here's Briggs at the top of the key against Warnock. Kicks it to Diamond Miller, right wing. Now Sellers. Alexander now drives against Sonano, tried to get it inside. The Hawkeyes kick it. And it will be Maryland basketball along the baseline. Iowa 14, Maryland 9, 5:53 left to go in the first.
I love it, Iowa's communication. They're switching on almost every, actually it might be all screens right now. And you're hearing them talk a lot. They're doing a good job helping. Like the defense for Iowa right now is spot on.
Molly Davis in, as is Anna Stolke for Monica Sonano. Maryland in a box set. Sellers will throw it in. Looks inside, lobs it in there, and not ready for it was Miller, dug up by Stolke. Now to Clark. Kate Martin, top of the key. Bounce pass to Clark, deep 3, left side.
Fouled, too. She was fouled. Oh my God.
3 threes for Clark.
3. Wow.
Contact, no call. Here's Sellers along the baseline, and then a block will be called against Molly Davis. Iowa 17, Maryland 9. Deep 3, Clark released it. Really no contact there. I think
I thought her
just went down. Yep.
I think body, and there was body. As you're in the air, you're not supposed to touch them. That is a rule.
Got to give them room to come down.
Yep. I'm also going to be a little defensive, so I get it.
Here's McDaniel into the paint. Looked like she walked, and that's the call. Iowa basketball.
Good defense. I'm telling you, the defense is setting the scene for Iowa right now.
Played good defense last night.
Yeah. And it's a different type of defense, right? Iowa does a good job adjusting. Like, they're not going to just stick with their same defensive plan every time. What does this team have? What do we have as a strength that we can use against them? And I think really it's just moving and talking.
Martin in between the circles. Warnock back to Kate. Left-handed layup. Got it. Good give and go. Timeout, Terrapins.
That has been an amazing 5 minutes. Not even quite 5.
Maybe as good as we've seen.
Holy cow, Iowa on an 8-0 run. They've already went on 2 runs themselves. They started the game with a 6-0 run. That got ended, and then now an 8-0 run. 6 of their last 6 shots have one in.
Kate Martin got the ball to Warnock on the left side and went right to the basket. Nobody came with her. And Clark hot from deep, and the Hawkeyes on top by 10.
So this is a fun thing to notice about Clark. They even switched Diamond Miller onto Clark because Diamond Miller's longer. And Clark knows that, and you could tell she took that step back to get away from her and hit that.
Today's game brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. Martin with 5. Sonano a basket, Clark with 3 threes for 9, and Gabby Marshall with a 3 as Iowa starts 4 out of 5 from 3-point range. Last night, Hawkeyes 7 out of 22, and that included 3 out of 5 from Gabby Marshall from deep. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, and voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports Hawkeye basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair And the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets.
Well, this is exactly what you wanted. Iowa scored 19 points in 5 minutes of play. And that is because, truthfully, I think it's all defense, to be quite honest. Iowa's defense is quite stifling for Maryland right now. And that's leading them on the offensive end. Like, it is legit what's happening. It also doesn't hurt the Clarks 3 for 3 from threes.
And tough threes.
Yes. Barely see the hoop threes. But man, this game so far just started out really well. And Kate Martin already has 3 assists. Like, this is what's happening, is Iowa sharing the ball really well. On their 7 field goals, 6 of them are assisted.
That's Iowa basketball, right?
Iowa basketball. Yeah.
Hawks 7 out of 9 from the floor, 4 out of 5 from three-point range. Kate Martin made a free throw. And Maryland starts 4 out of 9, 1 out of 2 from deep. Remember, in the game at Maryland, the Terrapins were 14 of 28 from 3. Huge difference.
That is a huge, way different start than what we saw when we were just at Maryland. So Iowa came ready to go today.
Maryland basketball out of the timeout. Sellers across the timeline in no hurry. Gabby Marshall comes out on her as she angles left side. Now Briggs, top of the key, makes a move, will pop from 15 at the elbow, no. Kate Martin fights for the rebound and then is held. And it will be a Maryland foul as they reached for the basketball.
You just got to be ready, and Martin knew they were coming for her. You saw her do, running back, right? She was trying to protect the ball, and Maryland just reached into there.
And that not called a lot sometimes, as Massonis picks up her first. So Iowa basketball. Clark, Marshall, Stolke, Sydney Falter, and Sonano. And a lob inside to Monica Sonano, and a push on the inside by Diamond Miller.
So what happened, it was another lob pass came in, and Diamond Miller wasn't by her and then came across to try to tip the ball, and also did run into Monica Sonano.
And did tip it away.
Right, tipped it away, but also bodied Sonano in order to tip it.
Here's Stolke. Bounce pass inside. Sonano left-handed layup is good. Beautiful pass.
It was a beautiful pass. You haven't seen that much. You don't see the Stolke to Sonano, but I like it.
Little give and go in the paint. 21-9 Hawkeyes. Here's Sellers crashing down the right side of the lane, and a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes. I think they'll get Gabby Marshall.
I think they'll get Marshall. I don't know what Sellers is on the floor still.
Oh, maybe she was hit in the head or something.
Her mouth, maybe. Mouth, teeth, nose, something like that.
She came down hard on the floor. So that'll be Gabby's first.
It wasn't any player, because it's something on her face, and she was already past Marshall.
Yep, kind of lost her balance, and then when she went down, wasn't able to brace herself. And unfortunately, her face slammed pretty hard against the floor. It might have a cut, maybe
above her eye.
Above her eye on the left side.
She normally wears sport goggles.
Yep.
And so I'm guessing maybe they hit those and then hit her head too. I don't know. They're going to take her back.
So she'll head to the locker room. Hopefully she's okay.
On a brighter side, Iowa on a 10-0 run over the last minute 46. Somebody else will come in to shoot free throws, though. That means for Maryland.
21-9, 4:30 left to go in the first.
Refs are checking it out. I don't think they see anything.
Of course, Hannah Stolke, the 6th player of the year, a terrific honor for her just as a freshman, but didn't make the all-freshman team.
Isn't that weird? She's the sixth player of the year, but not on the all-freshman team. That's an odd thing. But it is a great honor. Nonetheless, still a good honor. Hannah Stuelke certainly deserves it. I think she really adds a lot, right? That's what the sixth player is going to be, is somebody who, not one of the starting five, but when they come in, you don't miss a beat.
So Abby Myers will shoot the free throws for the Terrapins, and the first one is good. That's her first point. Averages 14.3. Had 14 against the Illini last night. Second one, perfect. 21-11. Briggs on Clark as she brings it into the front court. Now Hannah Stuelke, high post area. Takes a couple of dribbles. Then is tied up. Lost control of the ball. Stays with it. And traveling will be called on Hannah Stuelke, Maryland basketball.
A lot of reaching in, but Stuelke,
got to recognize that double team.
Absorb that it's coming.
21-11. 4:10 left to go. First quarter. Great start for the Hawkeyes. Masonis in between the circles. Sonano out guarding her. Hands it off to Miller. She drives in the paint. Shot is up and no good. But a whistle underneath and a Hawkeye foul.
Diamond Miller is just trying to force things to be created right now. I was playing really good defense.
Fulter picks up her first. That'll get Kate Martin back into the game for Sydney.
Got Lonnie and Trish Baines listening in North English, and Colleen and Lee from Watch here. We got some people out there listening.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. We'll say hey to you during these little breaks.
Free throw good by Diamond Miller, her first point. Has over 1,600 career points. Will certainly play in the WNBA next year. Second one, no good. Came off the right side. Martin the rebound to Clark across the timeline. 21-12 Hawkeyes. Marshall, free throw line extended right. Alexander comes out on her. Now Martin. Bounce pass inside Stuelke. She goes to work left block. Shot is no good. And on the rebound, a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes. And that'll be on Stuelke.
It's very different, what they're calling today versus what they called yesterday, which felt like nothing was called yesterday. And then today, they're coming out, the refs are coming. So Iowa has to adapt to that, right? They need to know that they're calling more fouls, especially on reach-ins.
Here's Myers, left wing, Marshall on her. Myers comes off a screen, top of the key. Now Briggs tries to make a move. She stops 16 feet away straight away. And now Sellers tries to go to work. She's doubled. And an Iowa foul will be called on the right wing.
Trying to figure out.
That'll be Warnock. There are a couple Hawkeye players there, and Diamond Miller right back at the free throw line.
And Warnock's trying to sit so what I was sitting there, we were both kind of trying to watch and seeing what was happening. Warnock was saying that Miller pulled her arm and didn't release it.
Free throw, no good. She was 8 out of 8 from the free throw line in the last meeting. And the crowd letting her know it. Second one in the air, got it. So Miller 2 out of 4 from the free throw line, has 2 points. A little bit of pressure put on by Maryland. Molly Davis gets it across the timeline. Now to Warnock on the right side. 21-13 Hawkeyes. Marshall around the outer arc now. McKenna Warnock, free throw line extended left. Makes a move into the paint, lost control of the ball, and dug up by Maryland. Down court pass, Miller in transition, layup good. Remember, Maryland very long defensively, so they will go after a lot of steals. Marshall and Davis, 21-15. Maryland on a 6-0 run. Warnock, Marshall. Thought about a three, puts it on the floor and out the free throw line, top of the key area. Dribbles it left side, 9 to shoot. Now Martin. Clark getting a breather, and Kate's gonna have to try to do something. She fires a 3 straight away off the left side of the rim. Rebound taken down by Abby Myers. Across the timeline. finds Briggs. She lost control of the ball. Saves it from going out of bounds, but into the hands of Molly Davis across the timeline. Now Gabby Marshall, right wing. Hawks by 6 with the basketball. Marshall. Now Warnock for 3, left side. Got it.
Warnock. Felt like there was a stare down before she even took that shot.
24-15. Under 2 first quarter. Masonis hands it off to Diamond Miller. She'll fire a 3 right at the top of the key and drill it. Diamond Miller with 7. Remember, Sellers in the locker room with some sort of head injury. 24-17 Hawkeyes. Lead in the basketball. Warnock on the right side. Hawks have done a great job from three-point range. Now in the corner, Gabby Marshall for 3. No good. Sonano with the rebound. Goes up strong. Off the window. Is good.
A good ball movement before that to get a nice shot from Marshall, but even better that you got the positioning for the rebound.
What a great rebound by Monica Sonano. 1:07 left to go. First quarter, 26-17. High energy here from the Target Center. Myers on the left wing. Now gets into the paint against Marshall. Tried to throw it inside. Stolen by Molly Davis. Down court pass, McKenna Warnock. One dribble, spins, falls down. And dug up by Maryland. Maryland with Briggs. Myers. Left side of the floor. Now will set things up. Masonis in between the circles. Tells Miller to get away, and a kick by Gabby Marshall. She went after the ball with Masonis, trying to designate to Diamond Miller where she should be.
I love the intensity that Iowa is just bringing right now. And they should get the ball back for one more possession.
20 on the shot clock, 35 game clock. 26-18 Hawkeyes. Alexander will throw it in along the side. Alexander pushes the ball to Masonis. Now Miller. And she'll hang out near the timeline. Kate Martin on her. Now Miller, top of the key, drives down the right side, trying to float a pass inside. It's knocked away and dug up by Caitlin Clark. Now the Hawks can hold for the final shot of quarter number 1.
That was all started by Warnock getting in position and having it just tipping the ball a little bit.
Clark out near the timeline. McDaniel on her. Weaves her way in between the circles. McDaniel fell down. Now along the baseline is Warnock, and Hawks couldn't get a shot up. And that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. But a good one for the Hawkeyes. They will hold a 26-18 advantage after 10 minutes and a sparkling first 4 minutes to this game. Need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers? Visit MidAmericanEnergy.com for details, plus energy saving tips. Second quarter action coming up as Iowa leads Maryland 26-18 after 1. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, they've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
At U.S. Cellular, we think phones are great, but they're not always great for us. Because while they connect us to so much, they can also distract us from, well, us. The us that actually laughs out loud with each other instead of just texting it. That knows being in the same room doesn't always mean being together. So let's find us again by putting our phones down. Not forever, just for 5. 5 days, 5 hours, even 5 minutes. Join U.S. Cellular in the Phones Down for 5 challenge. Find out more at uscellular.com/findus.
We all love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org. WBB.com/IowensWin.
Hawkeyes shoot 10 of 15 from the floor in the first quarter, 5 out of 8 from three-point range, and lead it after one, 26-18. Aaron Blue, former SID for women's basketball and other sports, tuned in, and it's Hannah's birthday today.
Well, happy birthday, Hannah. Who else? I got Ian Ellen, Mac Jameson, Steve Mertka is listening in, and Al, he said that he's listening in, and he's going to do whatever he has to do to get this win today.
And Kathy's tuned in as well.
Kathy, she is an avid listener and a fabulous fan.
Doesn't want a close game today.
No, I mean, do any of us? I like the little cushion Iowa has.
Well, here's Clark for three. Missed it from straight away off the left side of the rim, and the ball goes out of bounds over to Maryland. But that's as open as Caitlin's going to be today.
Right.
Rolled off a screen, had a good look.
See if Iowa can keep up that defensive pressure.
And Sellers back in for Maryland after banging her head. McDaniel gets it to Sellers on the left wing. Now top of the key. Myers for three, and she drills it. And then Miller knocked the ball out of bounds and pleaded with the officials that it went off Iowa.
And everyone in the stadium, everyone in the arena saw it go off of her. I was like, wrong. That's the wrong fight to fight.
Yeah, you want to save those.
Yeah,
right?
You got to save those because then they know you just say it every time.
So the Hawks will have it in the backcourt. Kate Martin will throw it in. Iowa by 5, 26-21. Just underway, second quarter. Martin in the backcourt, lost control of it briefly. Now back to Caitlin. Now Martin in between the circles. She had 5 in the first quarter. Marshall into the corner. Warnock, Marshall, and now Martin will fire for three. Top of the key, no. And the ball goes out of bounds toward the Maryland bench. Terrapin basketball. 2 good looks from the top of the key from deep.
And Iowa still, I mean, even with those 2 misses, 5 of 10 from the three-point line so far.
Sellers for Maryland, angles right side, now gets it to Myers, turn around the floater, right wing no. Martin the rebound to Clark. Clark now inside Sonano, she turns, drops it off for Kate Martin, count it, and she's fouled.
Oh man, Kate Martin. And how about that play though? The play by Monica Sonato to be smart, she turned around, realized that there was the defense there, and Martin got hit in the head on that one, so they're gonna, I wonder if they'll review it. Not going to review it.
Oh, Maryland player just kind of came across going for the ball.
Yeah,
and
she was going for the ball, but it did knock her in the head pretty good. I get why she, I always see them, and this is when I always think about how tough these players really are. It's when they get hit in the head like that, and I'm like, if I got hit in the head like that, I would need 10 minutes to recoup. And, I mean, they're just so tough.
Martin connects on the free throw. Sellers, her first personal. And a falter comes in for Kate Martin. 8 points for Kate Martin. Hawks by 8. 29-21. Maryland with the basketball. High post area. Diamond Miller. She goes to work all the way to the hoop. And a reach and a foul will be called on Iowa. And that'll be number 2 on McKenna Warnock. And Kate Martin right back in the game for Sydney Falter. So Diamond Miller back at the free throw line. And that's been the bulk of the Maryland offense. Miller connects on the first.
Quick shout out to Lisa Brinkmeyer Vandevenner, who said she's headed to God's country, Hubbard, Iowa.
There you go.
With her fam. And Miller hits both.
She has 9. So that cuts into the Iowa lead, 29-23, 8:34 second quarter. Molly Davis back in for the Hawkeyes, brings the ball across the timeline, hands it off to Caitlin Clark in that same area. McDaniel on Clark, now Davis right wing. Clark Sends it left side to Kate Martin, and she has the ball taken away by Diamond Miller. Miller across the timeline, top of the key, pushes the ball right side. McDaniel, long range three, no good off the window. Myers gets the rebound, and the layup is good with the right hand. Myers with 7. Iowa by 4. Here's Molly Davis, free throw line extended. Right wing, takes a couple dribbles between her legs. Now Kate Martin on the right side as well. We're under 8 and a whistle away from the ball. And that'll be a hold against Caitlin Clark. McDaniel will pick up her first. That's the team's second in the quarter.
McDaniel's really hawking Clark. That was her only job, was to just hawk her and annoy her.
Now that box and one is what Iowa saw a ton of at Maryland. And also doubled the post and took away Monica Sonano, but Sonano has 6 points. Here's Gabby Marshall for 3 left wing.
Oh,
Swishes it.
Marshall! Woo!
That's 14 threes in the last 5 games. Myers answers with a top of the key 3.
These teams are both just ready to play.
Clark for 3. Got it! Left to the top of the key.
Sick! That was just sick that she hit that.
What do you have now? Shot corner 3, no. And Kate Martin gets the rebound, had it knocked away, but into the hands of Clark. Now right side, Marshall, 3, got it!
Oh my gosh!
Gabby Marshall.
The roof is going to come off this building.
Timeout, Maryland. 38-28.
Unreal. 3, 3, 3.
And Iowa 8 out of 13 from three-point range, and difficult threes on top of that.
Oh, wow. And then, yeah, Marianne, that's going to make Maryland take a timeout, but whew.
Remember, Gabby Marshall was 5 out of 10 from 3 at Maryland. One of the bright spots that night. 7:03 left to go in the second quarter. What a basketball game we've got. Iowa 38, Maryland 28. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Mid-American Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Axe throwing is not just for lumberjacks anymore. It's for everyone. Are you looking for some competitive fun in the Des Moines area? Ironside Axe Club offers parties, corporate team building, and leagues. Come let us teach you how to throw axes or come to sharpen your skills. It's great as a date night and even better with a group of friends. Check out our weekly activities, including morning blend networking, lunch and throw, trivia, Thirsty Thursday, and league. Visit our website at ironsideaxeclub.com and unleash your inner Viking.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Hawkeyes 8 out of 13 from 3, 14 of 21, and Maryland 4 out of 8 from 3, 9 out of 18, so 50% in those two categories. But Iowa shooting 66.7 from the floor, 61.5 from 3, lead it by 10.
Both teams just shooting like ridiculously well right now. Iowa just a little bit better, but both teams, neither one shooting too poor. I see that Doug Wagner is listening to us from the beach, it sounds like. And then quick note about Kathy. Kathy did a half marathon today. So we got a lot of people out here doing things. I did not do a half marathon today.
I got in the gym, but not a half marathon.
And these players, man, they are out here, though, working. And I'm excited to see what the next 7 minutes of the second quarter is going to hold.
Yep. Appreciate Doug listening in on Sirius XM radio. And the lob pass by Maryland, intended for Miller, intercepted by Martin. Iowa basketball. Marshall in between the circles. Holds it overhead, now gets it to Martin. Drives the baseline, now kicks it right side. Marshall. Hey, Gabby, why not just shoot it? Now to Clark. Inside, Sonato, turnaround, short jumper. Got it.
Bounced and bounced and bounced, but it finally fell.
Great ball reversal by the Hawks.
It was. I love the patience, right? Everybody's looking for their shot, but they're not going to take it just because they might have a little bit of space.
Iowa up by 12. Here's Diamond Miller. Gets it back to Alexander for 3, and she swishes it just right at the top of the key. Briggs and Alexander, they can score off the bench for Maryland, as we found out a week ago last Tuesday.
Iowa got to find out just a little bit ago.
Iowa by 9. We're under 6, second quarter. Davis across court. Gabby Marshall for 3. This one off the right side of the rim, but had a good look. Maryland comes down with the basketball. Down court, Briggs. Now in the corner, Diamond Miller. She gets into the paint. Traveled, but no call. Sellers on the left wing. Alexander now goes baseline.
Good help and another travel.
Kicks it out to Miller for 3. A little bit strong, but Maryland gets the rebound and will reset. Iowa by 9. Now inside Myers. Turnaround jumper, paint. Good from 10 feet. She's a nice player.
She is, and she has some height on her. She's being guarded by Davis.
And now a charge away from the ball is going to be called on Kate Martin. That's her first, team's second in the quarter. Hawks have made 5 of their last 6 from the floor. Lead at 40-33. Sellers brings it across the timeline. Now Myers, Masonis at the elbow. Hands it to Alexander for 3, left wing, got it. Got to get out on those shooters. Quick release. Had 24 in the last meeting between these two. Clark, a deep 3-pointer online, but a little bit strong. Rebound to Briggs. Iowa on top by 4. Here's Sellers, drives baseline, shot is no good. Sonato tipped it to Gabby Marshall, Iowa basketball. Gabby brings it across the timeline. Now Molly Davis left wing. Now back to Gabby. Fakes a 3. Drives, paint, stops. Looks for help. Gets it to Kate Martin on the right wing. Now top of the key for Gabby Marshall. Holds it above her head. Left side. Now Kate Martin in the corner for 3. Bouncing, no. Sonato the rebound. Back out to Molly Davis for 3. Rattles around, no. Kate Martin goes after the rebound and will be called for a foul. Nice board, but the second foul on Kate Martin, her 3rd. Boy, that Molly Davis 3 did everything except go in.
I really thought it was going.
Iowa by 4, Maryland with the basketball. Hawks led it after 1:26-18. Sellers will jog it across the timeline for the Terrapins in between the circles. Angles right side. Marshall on her. Alexander has it coming off a screen. Now Masonis gets it back to Alexander for 3. This one scrapes off the rim into the hands of Caitlin Clark. Clark across the timeline, dribbles behind her back, weaves to the left side. She's doubled. Somebody's open. It's Sydney Fulter, who had a good game against Maryland. Now back out to Clark for 3. A little bit short, but
Great
Iowa gets
out.
the ball back. Clark another 3. It's short again. Fulter goes after the rebound and has it knocked away and out of bounds. And looks like we'll stay with the Hawkeyes.
Wow. But those boards are huge for Iowa.
And how good was Sydney Fulter at Maryland?
Yeah. Well, and Fulter, she could have taken that shot, but I also liked her decision to drive in, draw the defense, and then she had a nice kick out.
Yeah, Clark had 2 really good looks at 3. Caitlin with 12. Iowa by 4, 3:36 left to go, second quarter. Clark along the baseline looks and then calls timeout when she couldn't find anybody to get it to. And the Hawks will talk it over with 3:36 left to go in the second quarter. Iowa 40, Maryland 36. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Sonato misfires a 16-foot jump shot on the right wing. Stalky tried to get the rebound, but Myers digs it up, then lost control of it. Sydney Falter gets on the floor, and she is tied up by Maryland, and it will stay with the Terrapins.
I mean, she flung her body to the floor to get there before the Maryland players.
Now the Hawkeyes have surrounded one of the officials, having a little chat. Maryland basketball.
With Gabby Marshall, of all people. That's why.
I like that.
I'm like, what did Gabby Marshall do? Was she chatting away? What's she doing over there?
Myers gets it into Sellers out near the timeline. Gabby Marshall on her. Now Sellers has a height advantage, drives down the right side, spins, goes up for the double team. Blocked, but got it back and somehow got it to go. That's her first basket. Clark across the timeline, down court. Sydney Falter, nice catch, but she's immediately doubled down to the left block and pulls it out. 2-point basketball game. Maryland on a 10-0 run the last 3:15.
It's a slow run, but a run, because Iowa hasn't been able to hit.
Right side, Gabby Marshall for three.
Gabby changes it. She changed that.
12 for Marshall.
Iowa had a 3.5-minute scoring drought, and there she is. She's coming in raining.
Well, when you double, somebody's going to be open. And it's been Marshall several times. Miller at the free throw line. Gets into the paint, and the left-handed layup is good on the left block. Miller with 11. Clark racing into the front court. Drives all the way to the basket. Layup good.
That was a very wild take.
Hawks by 5. 2 minutes left to go, second quarter. Sellers across the timeline for Maryland. Angles to the right side, still about 28 feet from the hoop. Drives in off Marshall, banks it home. That was just kind of a clear out on the right side. Clark now in the front court on the right side, sends it cross court to Gabby Marshall. Another three-pointer, rimming no. Stalky bats at it, and it goes right back to Marshall. Now to Clark, mid-range jumper, got it. Hit it from the left side, about 18 feet away.
Clark restarting herself, getting her back into it.
47-42 Iowa, 1:20 left to go. Iowa's led the entire first half. Now Sellers, shot from the right wing, no. Clark the rebound, bounces it ahead to Stalky. She didn't grab it, and it's stolen away by the quicker Miller. Drives paint, and Clark takes a charge.
Man, she went down hard though.
So that's an offensive foul.
I think she should knock the wind out of her.
She did go down hard. She was outside the semicircle. Maybe came down on her left hip.
Yeah, I think she knocked the wind out of her. Yeah, I think it's wind. I think she's okay. I think she's going to need some time. We've all had that happen. Well, not maybe everyone, but when you get that wind knocked out of you,
just
it
need
is
a few minutes.
No fun.
Yep. So Miller picks up her second personal. And now Coach Bluter helped Clark to her feet. Looks to be fine.
So they're probably she's gonna come out. She's breathing. That's good. You could tell that she was taking some deep breaths there.
Yep, she did. She's held her ground in her position.
Great charge, though.
And really took a lot of force from Diamond Miller. So it'll be Iowa basketball. Hawks on top, 47-42, 109 left to go, second quarter. Three-quarters court pressure by Maryland. Clark on the sideline. Molly Davis gets the ball across the timeline. We're under a minute. Hawks by 5. Davis goes to the left side. Now bounce pass to Kate Martin, top of the key, drives, and now kicks it back up to Molly Davis. Davis turns, dribbling a lot, not going anywhere. Now gets it to Martin, who recognizes the clock, drives in, shot is blocked, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Maryland basketball. Hawks will get it back, and Clark and Sonato back in the basketball game.
So 38.5. So Iowa will get the ball back, assuming they get a rebounder if there's a missed shot, that kind of thing.
Hawks on top by 5. 30 seconds left to go. Meyer comes off a screen. She's at the free throw line. Kicks it right side. Now Alexander for 3. No. Sonato, nice rebound in the paint. And the Hawkeyes will hold it for the final shot with 20. Iowa will take the lead into the halftime break. Briggs comes out to defend Clark. Bounce pass left side to Kate Martin. Now back to Clark. And a hold will be called on Pinzan, her first. At 30 feet from the basket with 5.2.
Watch to see if they foul again. They shouldn't. Where are we at for fouls? They won't foul a second time. But that was a kind of smart basketball. That was her knowing the game.
Fulter along the sideline. Gets it into Gabby Marshall. 4 seconds. Here's Caitlin Clark, right wing. Floater is up off the window. No. And that'll do it for the first 2 quarters.
That was some good basketball. Wait till you get to hear these halftime stats when we come back, because you are not going to believe the percentages for both teams.
2 of the best in the country going at it here in the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament. Iowa 47, Maryland 42. Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm and partner with Iowa's women's basketball program to serve charities in Eastern Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com. When corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Take a closer look and you'll discover the many connections you have to corn, and those connections translate into wins for farmers and wins for all Iowans. Share your winning moments using hashtag #IowansWin. Bud Light halftime show coming up next. Iowa 47, Maryland 42. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oaknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately. Then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Woo! Got my nachos, got my big TV, and my favorite chair. It's game time. But you know, the only thing that would make it a little better is if I could listen to my local broadcasters while watching the game.
Hello. You must have wished for your game to be synced with TV and radio.
I sure did.
Do you have a DVR?
You bet.
Do you have a streaming device?
Yeah.
Blammo! Your game is now synced. It's that easy.
Oh, boy.
To see if you can get synced, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield.
Syncmygame.com?
Syncmygame.com.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I thank you.
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you buy your own health insurance, you deserve a doctor who's your biggest champion and coverage you can be confident in. And with new Wellmark health insurance plans featuring Unity Point Health, that's what you can expect. These plans help you build a relationship with your Unity Point Health primary care providers and network partners, starting with free preventive and virtual care, plus low copays for primary care with a doctor who always has your back. Connect with an agent to help you enroll at wellmark.com/UPH.
Outstanding play by two of the best in the country. Maryland with 25 victories, Iowa with 24. And Jamie, you talked about how impressive the numbers are, and they certainly are.
They sure are. Okay, so I'm going to start right, which I don't normally, but I'm going to just talk these percents out. The field goal percentage shooting for these teams. Iowa is shooting 51% from the field. Maryland, 50% from the field. Three-point line. Iowa shooting 43% from the three-point line. Maryland 46% from the three-point line. Iowa shooting 100% from the free throw line. Maryland 75% from the free throw line. I mean, they're just going at it, and they're bringing it all today. But let's look at these individual stats right now. Caitlin Clark with 16 points on 6 of 11 shooting from the field, 4 of 8 from the three-point line. Gabby Marshall, 12 points, all coming from the three-point line and shooting amazing, 4 of 8. 8 points from Kate Martin, 8 points from Monica Sonano, 3 points coming from Hannah Stolke, and that rounds out the 47 that Iowa has. Maryland has 2 players in double figures, Myers with 12 and Miller with 11, and followed up behind that with Alexander with 6. Rebounds. Iowa is winning the rebounding war at the moment with 18 rebounds compared to 15 rebounds, being led by Kate Martin with 6 and 4 coming from Monica Sonano. Iowa already has a shocking 14 assists. 14 assists, and we're just halfway through the game. 5 of those going to Kate Martin, and 4 of those going to Caitlin Clark. Iowa also already has 5 steals today. 2 coming from Molly Davis, 1 Hannah Stolke, 1 from Kate Martin, and 1 from McKenna Warnock. So just players are doing it on both ends right now and really figuring out really how to attack this Maryland team who's also coming at us and attacking with all they have. This is what you just call a fabulous basketball game. And luckily right now, Iowa is, winning it by 5 points.
47-42 and led 26-18 after 1. Iowa has led for 18 minutes and 38 seconds. Maryland for only 27, and the game has been tied for 55 seconds. One time it was tied and been 2 lead changes. Clark with 16, Gabby Marshall with 12. Both players 4 out of 8 from the floor. U.S. Cellular is on a mission to find us putting down our phones in the Phones Down for 5 challenge. 5 days, 5 hours, even 5 minutes. Find out more at uscellular.com. This is the Bud Light Halftime Show presented by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. Back with more from the Target Center downtown Minneapolis, Iowa 47, Maryland 42. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue, and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
Axe throwing is not just for lumberjacks anymore. It's for everyone. Are you looking for some competitive fun in the Des Moines area? Ironside Axe Club offers parties, corporate team building, and leagues. Come let us teach you how to throw axes or come to sharpen your skills. It's great as a date night and even better with a group of friends. Check out our weekly activities, including morning blend networking, lunch and throw, trivia, Thirsty Thor's Day, and league. Visit our website at ironsideaxeclub.com and unleash your inner Viking.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back to the Target Center, downtown Minneapolis. Semifinals, the Big Ten women's basketball tournament. Iowa 47, Maryland 42. Let's check the U.S. Bank scoreboard. Put your trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and businesses in Iowa and all across the country since 1862. That's U.S. Bank. Stop by your local branch or log on today. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Well, for the Big Ten wrestling tournament in Ann Arbor, Michigan, 6 Iowa wrestlers on to the semifinals. Women's basketball around the country. Number 1, South Carolina, 64. Ole Miss, 43 in the 4th. That's an SEC semifinal. Texas all over Kansas State, 42-14. That with 8:24 left to go in the 3rd. And some finals for you. UConn over Georgetown, 69-39. Quarterfinal action, Big East. And Louisville has defeated Notre Dame, 64-38 in the semis of the ACC. Virginia Tech, 58. Duke, 37. Also a semifinal game in the ACC. Oklahoma over Oklahoma State, 80-71. And Middle Tennessee over UTEP, 72-68. Middle Tennessee, 24 in the country. Final in overtime. And Iowa State has defeated Texas Tech, 76-52. Iowa State men won at number 7 Baylor today, 73-58. And in the first semifinal game today, it was Ohio State 79, Indiana 75. 24-point comeback by the Ohio State Buckeyes. So the winner of this game will face Ohio State tomorrow for the Big Ten Championship. Iowa 47, Maryland 42. Back to the Target Center after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit kbb.com for more information.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
At U.S. Cellular, we think phones are great, but they're not always great for us. Because while they connect us to so much, they can also distract us from, well, us. The us that actually laughs out loud with each other instead of just texting it. That knows being in the same room doesn't always mean being together. So let's find us again by putting our phones down. Not forever, just for 5. 5 days, 5 hours, even 5 minutes. Join U.S. Cellular in the Phones Down for 5 challenge. Find out more at uscellular.com/findus.
Hawkeyes back out on the floor, warming up. Hoop to our left, Maryland hoop to our right. And Jamie, one of the big things in this game versus what we saw at Maryland was the involvement with some points in the paint, especially with Monica Sonato, who just got bottled up in that game, but has 8 in the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, I think that they figured out, right? And they're doing it a little bit non-conventional sometimes, right? They're doing, like, the very first one that went to her was a half-court lob pass from Clark. But I think just doing those types of things, it breaks it up. It also helps that Iowa's hitting really well from the outside. That opens up the inside. Points in the paint. Iowa has 14 points in the paint. The Terrapins, 12. So winning it by 2.
Well, get
Seems
ready
about
to go.
Right, doesn't it?
Get ready to go. Third and fourth quarter
ready.
action coming up. Iowa 47, Maryland 42. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, they've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit kbb.com for more information.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner. Oh, I thank you. I meant U.S. Bank. I knew that. U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us. Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders, plus all the regular banking stuff. If only it could make coffee. Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
Hawkeyes will have the first possession of quarter number 3. On top, 47-42. Martin, Warnock, Sonato, Clark, Marshall, Sellers, Miller, Myers, Pinzan, Masonis. For the Terrapins and Brenda Fries. Winners of their last 7 have not lost since the game in Iowa City. Martin will throw it in at midcourt when we're ready to roll.
Iowa came out looking all business, man. They want this. And so does Maryland. But Iowa did come out looking all business. Sometimes at halftime you'll see them even when they have like a lead, the game's going well, which Iowa is playing well. They come out and they're not laughing in today. They're not making those jokes. They are like, we are in this to win this.
You could tell right from the beginning of the basketball game. And a little bit like last night's game when Iowa started to knock down some threes, that and it changed the momentum. But today, it was knocking down threes right from the start. So here's Kate Martin in between the circles, weaves through some traffic to hand it off to Caitlin Clark, who takes a quick screen and drives to the right side. Pull-up jumper is a little bit strong. Miller, the rebound along the baseline. Brings it across the timeline, drops it off for Pinzan, and a short jumper goes off the window and good from the left wing.
I think Pinzan maybe hit one of their first shots in the last, and this is just her second shot of the game.
And quickly inside, Sonano can't connect. The ball comes off the front of the rim, and Maryland looks to run. Iowa on top by 3. Pinzan in between the circles. Now hands it off to Miller on the left wing. Drives baseline, then kicks it back out to Pinzan from 16. No. Long rebound tapped around, dug up by Clark. Well, you got to really battle for the rebound when you play Maryland. And here's a bump at midcourt on Pinzan, her second against Clark. So Iowa basketball along the sideline.
Clark did a great job there, though, of controlling it. I think Iowa is just battling every single rebound you've got to fight for, and it is a fight, and Iowa's doing a good job of clearing it out as soon as they have that possession.
In between the circles, here's Kate Martin. Dribbles to the right side. Now Gabby Marshall. Now they have to come out on her because she's been so hot and deadly from three-point range. Marshall in between the circles. Now Kate Martin in the paint, tries to make a move, kicks it out to McKenna Warnock for 3. Count it.
That was pretty, and it was a kind of an interesting play. Warnock was actually going out to set some screens, and then she just stepped out. Her defense segged in.
And the answer, a three-pointer from the right wing by Abby Myers, and she has 15. Iowa by 3. Just underway, third quarter. Myers a terrific three-point score. Here's Martin for 3, left wing. That one hits off the left side of the rim and goes out of bounds. Kate has 8, but 0 for 4 from 3. It'll be Maryland basketball. Iowa on top, 50-47. Not quite 2 minutes into the third quarter. Pinzan in between the circles. Now to Diamond Miller at the elbow. Now Masonis plays catch with Miller, drives down the left side, and then throws the ball toward the right block, but it's knocked out of bounds. Touch last by Iowa.
In that first half, Iowa's defense was the spur, right? It was the thing that got them going, so you just need to keep it up. Myers frees herself up for 3 right at the top of the key. No. Sonano the rebound. Now to Clark. Gets it right side. Gabby Marshall fakes the 3, steps in, and then drops a pass inside to Warnock, who lays it up and in. They're so scared of Gabby. They got her up on her, got her to jump up. And now we've got a whistle to blow the play dead, as we've got a Maryland player that is limping, and that is Diamond Miller. Now she's jogging a little bit. Might have a cramp or something. That's what I'm guessing. 52-47. Well, remember, McKenna Warnock against Purdue last night had 9 points, all coming in the third and fourth quarters. Right. And Miller will go to who's half Warnock's the locker room. So Warnock with 8. She had 3 at intermission. 52-47 Iowa. Maryland with the basketball. Here's Sellers on the right side. Now gets it to the high post area. The jumper is up and good by Briggs. Just into the game. Briggs and Alexander can really score off the Maryland bench. Here's Warnock for 3. A little bit short straight away. Rebound Sonano. Another attempt for the Hawkeyes. Warnock gets it back. This time rattles around and doesn't go. 2 good looks by McKenna Warnock off the rebound by Monica Sonano. Here's Masonis for 3 straight away and drills it. That'll be a long 2. She had a foot on the line. Masonis with 4. That draws Maryland to within 1. Martin on the right wing plays catch with Gabby Marshall. Now Warnock in between the circles. Martin, same area, looks inside. Now Marshall, left wing, drives paint, inside Warnock. She's doubled, kicks it back to Gabby Marshall from 18. No good. Bounced on the rim a couple of times and into the hands of Sellers.
across the timeline. Into the paint. Scoop shot left hand, no. A little bit wild. And the rebound to McKenna Warnock. Ahead to Kaylin Clark in the front court. Deep three-pointer. Got it.
That is amazing.
In transition.
Her ability to just do that and light it up when Iowa needs it. You're right. You could feel there was a lull, and she needed to do that for the team.
Clark with 19. Crowd now into it. Shot from the left side, no good. Alexander long two. Battle for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. Touched last by the Terrapins.
Man, the things that those do, though, right, for the team, like it was just, I was trying. And all of those shots were so close to going in, right? That's the hard part. And then, boom. Hopefully that can get them rolling.
Here's Clark. Gets it to Warnock. Free throw line extended right. Now lob pass intended for Sonano, but dug up by Myers. Now to Masonis, right wing. Cross-court pass to Sellers. Baseline jumper, no. Battle for the rebound. Kicked around into the hands of Kate Martin. Now to Clark. Now to
Clark
Warnock.
pulls three defenders to her, and just a total fake out.
And almost a steal in the backcourt by Marshall. And a foul will be called on Gabby.
Was it a foul? It's a really weird call. But
that'll be her first. Team's first in the quarter. 57-51. Iowa by 6. Hannah Stolke into the game. Only the starters have scored for the Hawkeyes. Sellers jogs it across the timeline, angles left side, 5:15 left to go, third. Iowa by 6. Now in the paint. Myers, soft balance, threw it up toward the backboard, and a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes. Stolke, her second. And 2 shots for Abby Myers, the transfer from Princeton. Remember, Diamond Miller kind of limped off the court a couple of minutes ago and did go into the Maryland locker room, which she is still in there. Myers connects on the free throw. She has 16. That's about 2 over her average. Second team all Big Ten performer. Myers second. Perfect. Nice release by Abby Myers. And Addie O'Grady in for Hannah Stolke. 57-53. Hawks with the lead and the basketball. Here's Clark in transition. Deep three-pointer. Had a leg kick on that one. It didn't go. Missed it from about 25 feet. In transition, Maryland gets the ball underneath. McDaniel layup good. That's as fast as Maryland has ran the fast break. It pulls to within 2. Here's Clark on the right wing. Hands it off to Martin. Now Warnock right at the elbow. Now Marshall left side. Martin at the top of the key. 10 to shoot. Takes a couple of dribbles. Hands it to Clark, who races toward the basket. Layup, no. Whistle, and a foul will be called on the Terrapins. Blocking foul.
But good draw. I think that was a really good decision because the shot clock was winding down. Saw that wide open lane and then drew the foul. I mean, good decision right there.
Faith Masonis picks up her second. Clark will shoot a pair. In business, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add your bottom line. Visit midamericanenergy.com to learn more. Molly's Cupcakes, proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Kinnick Stadium and also Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, bars, cakes, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. 4:33 left to go in the third. Iowa by 2, 57-55. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Bucks 4 out of 11 in the third quarter, 36%. Have knocked down a couple of three-pointers. Maryland 5 of 10 and 1 for 2. Iowa's only shot 2 free throws in the ballgame.
Yeah.
But they shot 27 three-pointers.
They have shot a lot of three-pointers.
Made 11 of them. Caitlin Clark at the line for the first time today, short on the first.
And both teams have cooled off a little bit. Well, Iowa's definitely cooled off. 36% from the field right now, 4 of 11 shooting.
Clark connects on the second. She has 20. Iowa by 3, 58-55. Still no Diamond Miller for Maryland. Sellers on the right wing. Drives baseline. Kicks it into the corner. Here's McDaniel. Can be a threat from the outside. Myers definitely is. She misses from 18 feet left wing. And the rebound down to McKenna Warnock. Now Marshall. Free for 3. Got it!
Oh, Marshall! How does she do it?
On the left wing. 15 for Gabby Marshall. Iowa by 6. Has been shooting the ball very, very well. Here's a 3 by Briggs, left wing, no. Warnock, a tough rebound in the paint. Holds it with both hands and gets it to Clark. Caitlin across the timeline. Now right wing, Gabby Marshall. Myers comes out on her. Now Martin, defended by Briggs. Marshall just right at the top of the key, peering inside, dribbles behind her back. 10 to shoot. Now hands it off to Clark in the same area. Whips it to Warnock. And McKenna stepped out of bounds before she made a move.
Well, let's see if Iowa can get another stop and go out and then increase the lead, right? A 6-point lead. This is what they went into the half. I think, if I'm remembering right, what they went into the half with, maybe 5-point lead.
And Diamond Miller back in for Maryland. And she has the ball at the free throw line, goes to work. And scoop shot left hand, no good. Rebound, though, brought down by Briggs. Gets it back to Diamond Miller on the left wing. We're under 3, third quarter, Iowa by 6. Now Briggs in the corner. Maryland searching for a shot. Now Sellers fires from the right wing and knocks it down from 15. Sellers with 6. Here's Clark. In the corner, Gabby Marshall. Caitlin gets it back for 3, short. Long rebound tipped around into the hands of Myers across the timeline. And a reach will be called on Caitlin Clark against Gabby Myers.
I think that was good defense by Clark. She did a good job reading. She stood there. She didn't want to draw the foul. It was good defense.
I'd agree. A little bit of a push-off, if anything, by Myers, who lost her footing. That's Clark's first, 61-57. 2:30 left to go in the third. Sellers between the circles against Gabby Marshall. Now right side. Myers gets it to Miller at the elbow. Now right side. Sellers fires a three. No good. And Clark comes away with the basketball. Caitlin in the backcourt. Sellers stride for stride with her. Now Clark spins, and that's going to be a hold on Cheyenne Sellers. That'll be her second, team's third, with 2:09 left to go in the third. Iowa by 4. And now Sellers will go out in favor of Bernard Alexander. Transfer from Vanderbilt. Warnock, lob pass inside. Sonato, she's doubled, goes up off balance, short. Miller with the rebound. Across the timeline. Kicks it to Masonis at the top of the key. And Maryland will set things up. 1:50 left to go, third quarter. Iowa still by 4. Myers for three, right wing, no. Weak side rebound to Kate Martin.
Martin just hunting that board down there.
Now Warnock, left wing, into the corner. Gabby Marshall, she dribbles it out. Keeps that right-handed dribble going, pushes it to Martin. Now Warnock in the corner. She'll fire a three-pointer online, and no good, a little bit strong. And into the hands of Diamond Miller now for Maryland in the front court. Hesitates at the free throw line, spins, paint, shot up off the window, no. Foul. I think they'll get Monica Sonato.
Or Kate Martin.
Or Kate Martin. And it will be Kate Martin. So free throws for Diamond Miller. Sydney Falter will come in.
Martin's going to take a break. There's a minute to go, but she has 3 fouls. She's okay. But no reason to peck chance getting a fourth, and with 1 minute left in the third.
So Diamond Miller's first is good. Rattled it in. That's her first point since the second quarter. She has 12. Second one, swishes this one. Hawks by 2 with the ball. Late stages, third quarter. Here's Clark in the paint. Runner, window. Doesn't get it to go, but is fouled in the act of shooting.
Thought it was going to go. Really did. She's really playing well using that, 8 to 10 foot bank shot.
Masonis picks up her third. So Clark makes the first. Has 21 at 16 at intermission. Second one in the air, no good. Spun off the front of the iron, into the hands of Diamond Miller across the timeline. Iowa by 3, 1:05 left to go. Miller lost control of the ball, but dug up by Briggs, just quicker to it. And then Warnock along the sideline. And a foul on the rebound looks like will go against the Terrapins. And Brenda Fries is out of the coach's box.
Yeah.
Not happy with the call.
I think it was a good call. I think Warnock had position. She had the ball, and then they came in after her. So Warnock had, the ball was in her fingertips. So I would say yes. It was, to me, a foul before it was a jump ball.
So Warnock will get free throws with 1 minute exactly left to go in the third. Iowa 62, Maryland 59. McKenna's first rolls in. She has 11.
Iowa has not hit a field goal in the last 3 minutes. So still, they've been at the free throw line. They've been being fouled. That's probably the difference maker here.
Free throw good by Warnock. She makes them both, but Maryland 1 for 7. We're under a minute, 64-59. Iowa with the lead. They've led for all but 55 seconds. Pass inside to Briggs. Kicks it out right side. Diamond Miller tosses it to Sellers, top of the key, drives down the right side of the lane. Now Myers, baseline jumper, rattles in from 12 feet.
Myers is just playing lights out for Maryland right now.
19 to lead the Terrapins. About a 5-second differential on the shot and game clock. Hawks with 17 seconds. Clark out near the timeline. Fulter, right wing. Now Gabby Marshall. She'll fire another three-pointer. This one off the left side of the rim. Tapped around, but dug up by Myers. With 5 seconds across the timeline. Flips it back to Diamond Miller. Top of the key, racing to the basket. Shot is up in the left hand. No good at the end of the third quarter.
Good defense by the Hawks to end out the quarter. And it's their defense that's keeping them in the game right now, though, right? The field goals, they went cold here in the third quarter, but they forced Maryland to go cold. Maryland was hot, and then they upped their defensive intensity.
It's a great time to join the Iowa Lottery's free VIP club. Members receive free plays, special offers, insider news, and can enter promotions to win cash and other great prizes. Visit www.ialottery.com/VIP to learn more. Well, we'll head to the fourth. Nothing decided yet, as expected. Iowa 64, Maryland 61. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP, because everyone is a very important player.
Woo-hoo!
We all love a good win, catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit kbb.com for more information.
Maryland did outscore Iowa in the third quarter, but only by 2, 19-17. Thank you to United Healthcare for teaming up with the Hawkeyes to support and celebrate small businesses in the state of Iowa. United Healthcare is a proud sponsor of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Isaac McGee listening in from Michigan right now. All around. And why wouldn't you be? This is a heck of a game.
One of those great tournament games. Kind of what you expect when you get to this point. Tons of Hawk fans in the house will certainly be cheering on the black and gold in the fourth quarter. Maryland starts with the first possession. Iowa by 3. Miller is double teamed in the corner, lost control of the ball and out of bounds. Iowa basketball. Great trap in the corner by the Hawks.
Yeah, so they saw that whenever you see a player start to lean back holding the ball, you attack, and that's exactly what they brought. 2 players, they were attacking her.
Clark moves the ball to Kate Martin on the right wing. Now McKenna Warnock in the corner. Now Gabby Marshall for 3, a little bit strong. Sonato goes after the rebound, tips it, and it goes out of bounds. Touched last by Diamond Miller. And Maryland, Jamie, is really packing that paint.
Are.
Just can't get the ball inside at all.
But great job by the reason that the play is still alive. Sonato made sure to at least get a hand on it and tip the ball so that it wasn't grabbed by anyone.
That's about all she's been able to do. Kate Martin on the right wing. Really tough defense by Maryland on the ball. Now gets it to Clark. Hawkeyes by 3. 9 to shoot. Here's Clark. Plenty of attention on her. Whips it into Sonato. Turnaround shot off the window.
Rocket
good.
Fire pass inside. That was sick.
Monica's first basket since the second quarter. Iowa by 5. 1 minute into the fourth quarter. Myers against the 2-3 zone. Top of the key. Now in the corner. Diamond Miller. Cross-court pass to Briggs. Briggs. Now in the corner. Diamond Miller. Cross-court pass to Miller. Miller. Now in the corner. Diamond Miller. Cross-court pass to Briggs. Briggs. Now in the corner. Diamond Miller. Cross-court pass to Miller. Miller. Now in the corner. Diamond Miller. Cross-court pass to Briggs. Briggs. Now in the corner. Diamond Miller. Cross-court pass to Miller. Miller. Now in the corner. Diamond Miller. Cross-court pass to Briggs. Briggs. Now in the corner. Diamond Miller. Cross-court pass to Miller. Miller. Now in the corner. Diamond Miller. Cross-court pass to Briggs. Briggs. Now in the corner. Diamond Miller. Cross-court pass to Miller. Miller. Now in the corner. Diamond Miller. Cross-court pass to Briggs. Briggs. Now in the corner. Diamond Miller. Cro Into the corner, Sellers dribbles it out. Now Masonis takes a dribble. Baseline jumper is good by Abby Myers. 21 for the 6-foot senior.
Myers going to that short corner. That's her second time hitting that.
Hawks by 3 with the basketball. Just underway, fourth quarter. Here's Clark. Dribbles down to the right side. Kate Martin pushes the ball to McKenna Warnock. Left corner. Now back to Kate. Cross-court pass. And it's knocked away by Miller. Intended for Gabby Marshall. Little skip pass. Hawkeye basketball along the sideline. Gets it into Marshall. Now back to Clark. 8 to shoot. Now Kate Martin trying to make a move in the paint. Goes up with the floater. Got it to go.
Yeah. With the finish, you saw her really hold that wrist up to try to make it go in, and she did.
With like 2 seconds left on the shot clock. 68-63. Sellers gets the ball to Myers along the baseline, and she's dribbling around, and a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes. That'll go against McKenna Warnock, her third. Maryland basketball along the baseline. Lob pass out to Miller, left wing. Drives baseline against Sonano, goes up and under, and is fouled by Sonano.
The fouls by Sonano has actually 0 today. She's been battling down low hard, too. But she made sure that the shot there's no way the shot went in, so that's the type of foul where, okay, you can do that.
So Diamond Miller back at the free throw line. She is 6 out of 8. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. First free throw good. Miller left briefly in the third quarter. Limping off the court. Second free throw rolls in. 68-65. Kind of gone between 3-point, 5-point lead for the Hawkeyes. Haven't lost it.
Haven't lost it.
Maryland has only led for 27 seconds. Here's Clark in between the circles. Inside, Sonano goes to work on the block. Shot
Sonano got the ball back
got
somehow.
The rebound. Now back out to McKenna Warnock for 3. And no good. Rebound taken down by Sellers. Warnock's had some really good looks from deep. Masonis on the left side. Into the corner, Briggs. Fakes, she's cut off. Now Myers. Top of the key, Masonis hands it off to Diamond Miller. She goes to work in the paint, goes up and collapses into the Iowa defense, and the Hawks commit a foul. And that'll be 4 on Kate Martin. And that'll get Sydney Affolter into the game.
I mean, I sound like it wasn't really, for every other thing that's happening on this court, that's not a foul.
Free throw no good off the right side of the rim. Iowa protects that 3-point lead with 7:21 left to go. Second one, good. Diamond Miller with 16. Averages just under 20. Affolter across the timeline. Gets it to Warnock, who drives all the way to the rim. Layup, good with the right hand on the left side.
Wide open lane.
Well, Maryland went after the steal on the wing. 14 for McKenna Warnock. Scoop shot, 8. Gets it to go somehow by Sellers.
Just like a free-for-all right now. They're not calling travels. They're not doing anything. So Iowa just has to play hard, though. Keep going hard, then.
Hawks by 2 with the basketball. We're under 7. Here's Clark in between the circles. Thought about a 3. Now step back 15-footer, no good. Rebound down to Cheyenne Sellers. Tries to get it to midcourt, and Diamond Miller threw it behind her and out of bounds. Iowa basketball.
See if Iowa can create something out of this possession. Take their time, work the offense. Maryland tends to break down if you can pass it enough.
Here's Clark in between the circles. Bounce pass, Sydney Affolter. Now to Warnock for 3, top of the key.
Warnock says, no passing. I got it now. I got this.
Big-time jumper by McKenna Warnock, 73-68. Hawk fans on their feet. Miller, left wing. Cross-court pass, she threw it away.
That's what you want.
Briggs was cutting toward the basket. Didn't recognize that.
And a really errant pass, like I thought. You just want Iowa, again, keep churning here. Keep churning. Is this where you can go on your run?
Clark with the basketball. Angles left side. Kicks it into the corner. Gabby Marshall for three.
Oh, Marshall! She's amazing. Simply amazing right now. Her three-point ability is off the charts.
Timeout, Maryland.
6 of 12 today. Gabby Marshall, 50% from the three-point line. That's the only shot she's taking is threes. Well, actually, she took 1, 2, but 6 for 12 from the three-point line. And Clark setting it up, right? She knew what she was hunting for. She wasn't hunting for a drive and trying to draw a foul there. She hunted, she saw it, I saw it. We had the exact same angle all the way through to Marshall wide open.
Gabby Marshall, we told you how hot she has been coming into today. Last 8 games, 17 of 28 from 3. Last 4, 12 of 21, 6 out of 8 this afternoon. 5:48 left to go in the ball game. Iowa 76, Maryland 68. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woo-hoo!
9,307 inside the Target Center this afternoon for Iowa and Maryland. And many of the fans were at Bumps all year long for Hawk Talk. Certainly appreciate that.
Man, there is a lot of people here today. It's actually, I would say, amazing how many are here. As my husband kindly noted, amazing is my word of the day today, so I'm going to roll with it, right? Why stop now?
Out of the timeout, Maryland basketball, 76-68 Iowa. Sellers on the right wing. Hawks need to make Maryland really work hard. Miller lost control of the ball, but a reach will be charged to the Hawkeyes.
The defensive intensity can't slow down, though. Iowa, even with that foul rate, that's the reason that Iowa is where they are. Keep being aggressive.
Monica Sonano picks up her second ball possession for Maryland. Alexander on the right wing. Masonis now to Sellers. Drops it inside Masonis. Blocked from behind by McKenna Warnock, who then ties up Masonis. Huge play, Iowa basketball. 5:28 left to go, 76-68. Hawks on top with the ball. Now full court pressure they will face. A Fulter to Sonano, not a Warnock, still in the backcourt. Plenty of time. Sonano gets it ahead to Gabby Marshall.
And that's okay for Iowa. If they use a full 30 seconds each possession, that's actually to their advantage right now.
In between the circles, Clark. Just holding the ball around the timeline now with 7. Here's Caitlin, lost control of the ball, digs it up, three-pointer right wing, a little bit strong, long rebound, taken down by Alexander. Now Masonis along the baseline. Kicks it back out. Maryland will reset with Sellers. Top of the key. Drives down the right side of the lane. Shot is up off the window and gets it to go.
Maryland ends a 2-minute scoring drought.
And pulls to within 6. 4:33 left to go in the ball game. Iowa 76, Maryland 70. Hawks are working some clock. Clark in between the circles. Angles right side, lob pass, Sonano underneath, kicks it to Warnock for 3, left wing, no good. Boy, that would have been huge had that gone. Rebound taken down by Maryland. Miller into the paint, scoop shot window, no. And a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes. And Sydney Affolter.
Kate Martin's going to be able to make her way back in. She has 4 fouls, but she'll come in and she'll play defense just as hard as always, because that's how you, if you're out there, you got to be playing 100%.
Timeout on the floor. Hawkeyes clinging to a 6-point advantage with 4:11 left to go. Iowa 76, Maryland 70. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah, a home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
4:11 left to go. Semifinal action. Big Ten women's basketball tournament. Iowa by 6, 76-70. Attention Hawkeye fans who buy your own health insurance. Wellmark is on your side and on the health insurance marketplace. Let's give it up for plans you can afford. The freedom to go to almost any doctor in Iowa and free virtual care. Check out wellmark.com/swish to compare plans. When corn grows fuel, Iowans win. Ethanol is a renewable fuel that's better for our environment, our health, and our wallets. Share your winning moments using hashtag #IowansWin. Plus, you'll be eligible for some fun corny giveaways. Jamie, the number that really sticks out, 37 threes put in the air by the Hawkeyes.
Never
made 14 of them.
They're hitting. They're doing fine, right? Shooting 38% from three-point land is not a bad thing. It's just what today is, and this is a different day than we've normally seen. All 5 starters are in double figures right now. Like, we don't have any bench points. Like, this is just an odd-ish game when you look at this points-wise. But the ability to play defense really well is a normal thing for the Hawkeyes. And so hopefully they can continue to play defense. They do have 5 fouls as a team already, so any foul from here on will be free throws for Maryland. Maryland has 0 fouls as a team.
And Miller makes the first, shooting 2. Second one also good. Diamond Miller with 18, and we've got a 4-point game with 4:11 left to go. Miller 11 out of 14 from the free throw line. Sonano gets the ball from Clark. That didn't feel real good, but made it work out. Clark gets it back in the front court. Now right wing, Kate Martin. Holds it above her head, almost traveled, and then throws it away. Could have probably called a timeout. She was in trouble, and then Miller is bumped by Caitlin Clark. (76-72), 3:49 left to go. And it'll be back to the free throw line for Diamond Miller.
So right now, Iowa still has a 4-point lead. Just got to figure out, take their time on the offense, break the press. They're breaking the press fine, and get a good shot.
Got to score. Hawkeyes are in a 2:08 drought. Free throw good. Miller's second. Rimming no good. McKenna Warnock the rebound. Martin across the timeline. Iowa by 3. It's a 1-possession game. 3:40 to play. Lots of time. Here's Clark. Whips it inside. Sonato up strong.
Yes, she did.
And she's fouled.
That was a beautiful pass, beautiful catch, and everything. That was picture perfect, what you want to see right there. But I love the pass right inside, and then I love the ability for Sonato to keep the ball up, shoot it, and be fouled at the same time. I mean, that is why she is an amazing post, though. She's able to do those things, create, and exactly when Iowa needs it.
And Sellers commits her third. Sonato at the line and completes the 3-point play. Monica with 13. 79-73. Huge possession for the Hawkeyes.
Need to stop.
Here's Sellers on the right side. Lob pass to Miller at the free throw line. Diamond makes a move down the left side. She's stopped. Still tries to go up. Scoop shot. Somehow gets it to go with the left hand.
But good defense by Iowa. That was just that's a shot that went in.
Here's Kate Martin. Racing down the left side. Drives in. Tries to get it to Sonato across the paint. It's kicked out of bounds by the Terrapins.
So Iowa with a 4-point lead right now. 3 minutes to go in the game. Right? They want to make sure they control the offense. Take the good shots.
Ball possession for the Hawkeyes along the baseline. Caitlin Clark will throw it in. She looks. Drops it into McKenna Warnock, and a reach will be called on Alexander. Probably stopped a layup.
Yeah. I like the aggressiveness, though, by Warnock to drive in there like that.
Well, that's how hard you got to go in this game for sure. So the Hawks will do it along the baseline. Inside, now back outside to Martin. She drives along the baseline, kicks it to Gabby Marshall right side. Now Kate Martin for 3, no good. And a foul is going to be called on Monica Sonato for a hold. And that's an opportunity for Maryland to shoot free throws without the clock moving. Masonis will be at the line with 2:53 left to go. Iowa by 4. First one, good. That's her 5th point.
Iowa needs to box out, control the rebound.
Second one also good.
Still with a 2-point advantage.
2:50 left to go. 79-77. Here's Clark in between the circles against Briggs. Into the corner, Martin. Now she drives, kicks it in the corner to Marshall. Now back to Warnock, inside Sonato. Gets the ball, and a hold will be called on Briggs.
And the nice thing is then we're at 6 on the shot clock. It goes back up to 20. So Iowa gets an additional 14 seconds there that now they can use some more of the clock to look for a good shot.
Martin will throw it in this time. Iowa in a box set along the baseline. Drops it inside. Sonato layup is blocked. Had a look. Diamond Miller was there. Brings the ball into the front court. Races down the left side. Drops it off from Masonis. Layup up and good. We're tied at 79.
Iowa has 3 timeouts if they need them. Maryland has just 1 timeout.
Tied at 79, 2:05 left to go. Here's Warnock on the left wing. Holds the ball. Now dribbles it out. Gets it to Kate Martin, who looks inside. Sellers face guarding, and then the ball tipped out of bounds on a cross-court pass by Myers. Iowa will have it, but only 5 seconds on the clock.
So recognizing the clock.
Warnock gets it to Clark. Logo 3.
Oh, Oh, but
Rebound,
the board.
Warnock. Back out to Marshall. 3. Got it!
Holy cow! Gabby Marshall!
82-79. Here's Diamond Miller quickly down court. Cross-court pass to Sellers. Now back. Diamond Miller for 3. Skips off the rim. Rebound taken down by Kate Martin. 1:25 left to go. Hawks by 3 with the basketball.
And Martin's so game aware, right? She knew right away that they might come and foul her. She made sure to hold on to it so it couldn't be a jump ball situation. 3-point lead for Iowa.
82-79. 12 to shoot. 1:09 on the clock. Clark in between the circles. Sonano comes out to set a screen. Caitlin now whips a pass inside. Sonano layup 2.
Oh my goodness. It's just beautiful, that two-person play right there.
We're under a minute. 84-79. Myers, ball tipped, stolen by Clark.
Marshall.
And the foul on Maryland against Caitlin Clark.
Oh man, but Marshall creating that and Clark following up by grabbing onto it.
Tapped the ball high in the air, did Gabby. Huge rebound by Warnock to get it back out to Gabby Marshall, who hit it from the right wing.
So that is Maryland's 4th foul only, and so now Iowa gets the ball.
That's okay, they'll have to now. Clark gets the ball into the front court. Circles around and then is held by Masonis. Clark will be at the line for 2. Iowa 84, Maryland 79, 45 seconds left to go.
Do we want to relive that Marshall 3, though?
Let's do it.
Okay, so here's how it happened, folks. There was 5 seconds on the shot clock, so they got the ball inbounded. Clark threw up at logo 3. It almost went in. Juts out. Warnock rebounds it, kicks it out to Marshall, and boom. That's it.
And Clark misses the free throw. 84-79. Caitlin just 2 out of 5 from the free throw line. This is a big one here, and she swishes it.
And it is a big one because now it's a 6-point game. That means a 2-possession game technically, but that's 2 threes for Maryland. They'd have to do to.
So what do? You defend the 3-pointer.
And Maryland has no timeouts. Like I said, they have 1 timeout technically. Freeze isn't going to use it right now.
85-79, 40 seconds. Sellers across the timeline, angles left side. Now Alexander, she'll fire a 3 in traffic. That's an air ball. The ball is caught underneath, and a foul on Sonano on a layup attempt by Masonis.
The good news is the ball didn't go in. I wasn't laughing at Sonano foul.
You can survive a 2. You don't want a 3.
It's okay. It's okay. I was laughing more because Sonano was going, pretty straight up, and they called that. And so luckily the ball didn't go in, though. Sonis is going to be at the free throw line.
And that's 4 on Monica Sonano, 4 on Kate Martin, 2 shots for Masonis. At the line for Maryland, first one rattles in.
So even if she would hit the second one, it's still actually a 2-possession game for Maryland. So Iowa has that mentality, knowing you're going to get fouled. That's what that means. That's how you know those types of things.
Hawks just have to make free throws down the stretch. And Iowa takes timeout and will advance the ball with an 85-81 lead with 35.1 left to go. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home. That's kind of been our home away from home up here in the Twin Cities, as the Hawkeye fans have turned this into Carver North. Well, a couple great hotels at the Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. The Homewood Suites and the Home to Suites by Hilton offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Winner gets Ohio State for the Big Ten Championship tomorrow. Iowa 85, Maryland 81, 35.1 left to go. Iowa basketball in the front court along the sideline. Martin will throw it in. Diamond Miller will come up to defend. Hawks in a bunch set at the top of the key. And now Iowa tries to get it in, and all sorts of contact, and a charge is going to be called away from the ball.
Oh, come on. It's fine.
Kate Martin got distracted because she thought that Diamond Miller came into the out-of-bounds area.
The ref's standing right there.
So ball possession for Maryland. Hawks by 4, 85-81, 35.1 left to go. No threes.
Still a two-possession game, though, for the Hawkeyes. That's what their mentality needs to be, a two-possession game. They're going to look for a quick shot. That's what Maryland needs, is a quick shot, because they need to get another possession. So Iowa wants to make them use the clock. Don't let them get a quick shot.
Sellers left side. And now a three-pointer is good. Wide open by Lavender Briggs from the left wing. And a 30-second timeout.
Iowa's still with the lead. Iowa will advance the ball.
But if it's a two-pointer, 2 free throws, it's a one-possession game with 25.6 left to go. That was just a huge turn of events there because Iowa couldn't run any clock after the offensive foul. And Briggs stepped up, as she did against Iowa last time, at 19 with a big-time three-pointer from the left wing. Bluter talking to her starting 5 out on the court. So Iowa 85, Maryland 84, 25.6 left to go. And Diamond Miller will once again defend the inbounds pass. And she knows what she did.
I know.
I can tell.
I know.
Well, watching her right in front of us here. And Kate Martin said, you know you did it. But the Hawks got to get the ball in. Here comes Clark, and it's almost stolen away, but dug up by McKenna Warnock. And then she is grabbed in the backcourt.
Grabbed in the face. And Warnock, though, she's somebody who, if she's going to get hit in the face, like, that's something where I'm like, okay, that's a motivator for her.
So McKenna Warnock will come to the free throw line with Iowa on top by 1 with 22.8 left to go. Miller has 3 fouls, Sellers with 3.
Warnock was asking if they were going to review it, and they said they wouldn't.
So McKenna at the free throw line. She'll get 2. The first one is good. Calmly done by McKenna Warnock.
And all of Iowa's players are back because they want to get back there. They don't want to have fouls.
To give Iowa a 3-point lead,
yes,
she does.
Warnock. Ice cold in the veins. Not ice cold from the floor.
So Maryland will call timeout to advance the ball.
And this is Maryland's last time out. They're done. This is it. It's a 3-point game. Iowa will have a timeout that they can use. They're obviously going to be looking for a 3-pointer. That's it. They are.
So if you're Iowa, you got to figure out absolutely how to defend that 3-point arc and not allow anything wide open.
Yeah. And they're going to have players, everybody in there.
I'll throw this out, Jamie. Do you foul in this situation?
That's probably what they're talking about. I know I've talked with Abby, Abby Stamp, and we've talked about it. I think she's all into that. Yeah, let's do it. And so they might. They might even let 5 seconds get off the clock and do it if they think it looks like it's getting.
Or if it touches one of the poorer free throw shooters.
Right.
Well, we'll see how the Hawkeyes will elect to play this. On top by 3.
They could go either way. I mean, either way. Iowa's defense is good, but Maryland has good 3-point shooters.
Well, Briggs knocked down that one wide open on the left side. The last possession for Maryland. Iowa 87, Maryland 84. 22.8 on the clock.
The good news is, even if Maryland holds for a last-second shot, which I don't think they would, Iowa would still get a tie out of that deal.
How about a turnover?
Even better, Rob.
So Clark will defend the inbounds pass. Myers will throw it in. Boy, you don't want to leave her. Gets it into Sellers on the left wing. Sellers takes a screen. Now on the right side, Briggs, she's well defended. Now Myers, Clark needs to get up on her with 10 seconds. Myers now floating three, no good. Rebound, McKenna Warnock. Yes, huge rebound along the baseline.
That's a board. Gosh, she's a fighter. Told you hit the wrong girl. You hit the wrong girl in the face.
Now she's been doing it all season, all career.
She has, but she's just she is someone who's motivated. When someone is coming at her, she's like, I'm going to come right back at you harder.
Hawks need one free throw with 5.8 left to go.
Great defense. Can we talk about the defense real fast while she's going up there to the line? Their defense was great. McKenna was out there on Briggs. Clark was on Myers, and she was on her like no other. Myers she forced Myers to take a two. Myers took a two, by the way. Her foot was on the line. It didn't make it. And then Warnock with that awesome rebound.
Free throw, good.
Yes.
And that gives the Hawks a 4-point advantage with 5.8 left.
And so now we talk about don't foul. Maryland has no timeouts. They're going to have to try to inbound it. You do want to pressure them so they can't roll it. You want to make them pick it up.
Second one also good.
But now there's
Sellers
zero
across the timeline. She'll fire a three right at the top of the key. Rimming no. Sonata the rebound. Ball game. Let's head to the championship.
That was an amazing game. And Iowa, I mean, they earned it. They earned this win. They fought the entire time. They withheld Maryland the whole time. Maryland popped into the lead just for a second, and Iowa quickly took it back. And they withstood some, what might have been questionable calls and whatever. Iowa moved past it. All the things, Rob. All the things.
Hawks win it 89-84. Back on the 21st at Maryland, the Terrapins won 96-68. You knew that wasn't going to happen today.
You know what? And also it's like a redemption for the Hawks, right? They had that game at Maryland. It was, and it wasn't them. And now they're like, this is who we are. We are the top 10 team in the, you're right, we're a top 10 team in the nation. And today they beat number 5.
Lisa Bluter and the coaching staff with all the players out at midcourt thanking the thousands of fans that
so many fans
came to Minneapolis.
I mean, so we're looking at this attendance here. The attendance, it's the second highest of any Big Ten tournament ever. And 90% of them are Hawkeye fans. So what happens when you move it to Minnesota? Hawkeye fans decide to just drive on up and check out their neighboring state.
Well, wait till tomorrow.
I know. So I'm assuming some people are probably packing up their cars right now. Yeah, that was our plan anyways. We were just going to drive up tomorrow. Oh, man.
So Iowa will face Ohio State tomorrow for the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament Championship as Iowa goes for 2 in a row, winning it last year. Ohio State with a huge come-from-behind victory against Indiana earlier today, 79-75 after getting way down in the second quarter. And then today, in the nightcap, a terrific basketball game. Iowa over Maryland, 89-84, when only all 5 starters scored, but all in double figures.
What a weird game, right? But that's the thing with Iowa is they figure it out. They know every game isn't going to be the same, and it's okay if other people step up. And today, all the 5 starters stepped up. We've had Hannah Stolke step up. We've had a Fulter step up before. And today, all 5 of the starters were like, I'm coming here to score. And Gabby Marshall, next level scoring.
Big time.
Really, McKenna Warnock finishes the game with 21 points, hitting some major free throws to close it out. Hitting perfect from the line, 6 of 6. Kate Martin almost has a triple-double. 10 points, 9 rebounds. 10 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. She almost has a triple-double today. So just did... Got all these Iowa fans here. That's the best part.
And they're loving it. There's no question about that.
I'm loving it, right?
Well, Gabby Marshall You know, her career high is in the Big Ten tournament against Rutgers, 27, back on March 11th, 21. This is her season high of 21. And she, in the last 2 games against Maryland, has made 12 three-pointers.
Marshall was next level today. I mean, everyone was, actually. I think the entire team.
Well, as Coach Bluter said in the pregame show, Jamie, you have to be against a team like Maryland.
You do. You have to come out here and play. And Iowa's showing up every day. They showed up for Indiana's game. They showed up against Purdue. They showed up today. And different players are, you know, showing a little bit more each day, and that's okay. So, just an amazing game. We've got a fan who's listening in Singapore right now, just so you know. They're loving it. So it's been an amazing game. We are so lucky that we got to watch it. I think we got to see this today, and we get to go to another championship.
How about that?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we bring a little bit of luck ourselves, but I think they definitely earn it.
Well, we've called 2, and 2 winners.
Yep.
3 championship games.
Yep.
Tomorrow will be a 4th, so not bad. 89-84, Hawks over Maryland. We'll talk about it on the postgame show. Stay with us. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP, because everyone is a very important player.
Woo-hoo! Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner. Oh, I thank you. I meant U.S. Bank. I knew that. U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us. Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders, plus all the regular banking stuff. If only it could make coffee. Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit kbb.com for more information.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
Woo! Got my nachos, got my big TV, and my favorite chair. It's game time. But you know, the only thing that would make it a little better is if I could listen to my local broadcasters while watching the game.
Oh, hello. You must have wished for your game to be synced with TV and radio.
I sure did.
Do you have a DVR?
You bet.
Do you have a streaming device?
Yeah.
Blammo! Your game is now synced. It's that easy.
Oh, boy.
To see if you can get synced, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield.
Syncmygame.com?
Syncmygame.com.
Well, let's head to the championship again. 89-84, Iowa over Maryland will face Ohio State tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And Ohio State and the Hawks met one time. You remember when Ohio State was number 2 in the country back on the 23rd of January. Iowa won that game 83-72, but it's March. It feels like it, and the Hawks launched 40 three-pointers in this game.
I know. This just a different game that we haven't really seen from the Hawks, them shooting that many threes, but why not? If you're going to shoot 38%, shoot the threes. And so here we go to look at these stats. 5 players in double figures. Caitlin Clark, 22 points today, shooting 5 of 13 from the three-point line, 7 of 18 from the field. and 9 assists. Let's look now at Gabby Marshall. 21 points today, 7 of 13 from the three-point line. Just amazing. McKenna Warnock, she was 6 of 12 from the field today. She had 21 points, 3 of 8 from the three-point line, and I think she started like 0 for 4. I think she made her last, I'd have to look, her 3 out of 4 from her last three-point line. And then 6 for 6 from the free throws, had some huge free throws. Kate Martin, 10 points today for the Hawkeyes, but she had 9 rebounds, 7 assists. That is crazy. And then Monica Sonano, 15 points today, 7 of 12 shooting, 8 boards, and she played fabulously, I think, on defense. I think she played her role really well. So she was just something else to see today. And then, but other players did come in and contribute, just not by points. We have a couple of assists coming from Fulter and Stolke, 2 rebounds being thrown in from Stolke. So Iowa had some definite help out there, but they just kind of took the cake. Maryland had 4 players that ended in double figures. Miller and Myers both had 21. Sellers and Masonis each had 10. And so Iowa did a really good job, I think, of just figuring it out today. Briggs and Alexander, who dominated them in the previous game, they only had 8 and 6 to end today.
Score by quarters, Iowa got off to a terrific start. Really a good first quarter. Both sides led 26-18. Then Maryland won the second quarter 24-21. And the third quarter 19-17. The Hawks by 2 in the fourth, 25-23. Iowa led for 38 minutes and 4 seconds. Maryland for 27 seconds. The game was tied for 1:30. Well, we're just getting going here on the postgame show.
So much to talk about, but I got to go talk to Coach Bluter, and I think an assistant coach is coming out here.
That sounds good to me. We'll see what is up in the Iowa Hawkeye locker room as Iowa defeats Maryland. Top 10 matchup in the country. Maryland number 5, Iowa number 7. Number 2 seed in the Big Ten, Hawkeyes defeat the number 3 seed in the Big Ten tournament, Maryland, 89-84. Back with more from the Target Center, downtown Minneapolis. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
So get to your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit kbb.com for more information.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, they've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
Hawks win it and advance to the championship game of the Big Ten women's basketball tournament, taking care of the Maryland Terrapins 89-84. And certainly Iowa has had a lot of success in this tournament, and for Maryland, 20 and now 4 they came into today 20-3. So the loss today puts them at 20-4. And now the series, which has been really competitive, especially as of late, Maryland leads 11-6. Iowa gets victory number 25 on the year. Maryland falls to 25-6. The Hawkeyes move to 25-6. Marina Harmon joins us on the postgame show. Hey.
How about
You're
that?
smiling.
Oh, my gosh. That feels great to be back in the what is this, our third year in a row in the championship game?
I think you're right.
Holy smokes. I mean, the way our team came out and battled, I thought was resilient. The way that the core, right, our starters, the way they battled, the way they were able to score, they stayed together. Carver Hawkeye North showed up. You know what? It was a great game. Shout out to our coaching staff, for having a great game.
And
plan.
you.
Oh, yeah, I'm a part of that. Just for having a great game plan. We all know what happened when we went to Maryland, and they showed some things, they showed their hand a little bit. And so, I mean, we've spent literally every waking day working on dissecting their defense, and I thought our kid executed to a T.
Marina, you said something at Hawk Talk that it stuck with me, and you said win or learn.
That's right.
And that's a great way to put it, because that's exactly what you did.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, again, you think about how their defensive presence, Maryland's defensive presence, was just so tough against us there. And I mean, our kids took that to heart, and as did our coaching staff, and we just decided, okay, we lost this one, but we'll have a chance at them again, and our kids knew the game plan, they knew it well, and like I said, they just came out and executed it perfectly.
What did you think when this game got going? Because it was really back and forth. I mean, just great basketball on both ends.
It was. So two things kind of went through my mind, because I mean, we kind of had hot starts both at home and on the road, and it was like, okay, just be able to withstand their run, right? Our defense has to show up, and to be able to go out and get some O boards, Monica Sonano, just to be able to out-rebound them defensively, and just overall, I thought we did a great job with that.
Gabby Marshall, I talked to Coach Bluter in the pregame show just about how good she has been. The last 8 games before today, 7 out of 28 from 3. The last 4 coming into today, 12 of 21, and just money today.
Listen, I tell you what, hats off to Gabby Marshall. I mean, that kid, she struggled all season, right? And I mean, she's been shooting it great every year before this season. But the beginning of the season, she struggled, and she just kept her head down. She got in the gym. She worked while nobody was watching. When the light shines the brightest, she's showing up for us.
And then you look at all those numbers you talked about, the rebounding and the defense. McKenna Warnock with 8 rebounds. Kate with 9 and 7 assists. Caitlin Clark with 9 assists. Monica Sonano with 8 boards. I mean, that starting 5, fabulous.
That's right, and just finding different ways to do it, right? So we know that Caitlin's going to be able to score, right? And so you look at Gabby, her three's falling, so we're pretty good there. Monica pretty much has her way every game, and so you look at Kate and McKenna, it's like, what are you guys going to be able to give us, and how can you affect the game if you're not scoring? You look at Kate, who got a little bit frustrated from behind the arc because she had some wide open shots going 0 for 5, but again, she goes out, what does she do? She gets 9 rebounds, she has 7 assists, right? That's team basketball right there, keeping the ball alive from us, and once she realized she's not hitting, being able to feed the hot hands. And then McKenna, Swiss Army knife, right? So she comes out, she hits 3 threes for us. She gets some really big rebounds down the end, and those free throws at the end were crucial. And that's not easy. You're in here with, 5,000 plus fans. You got 4 Maryland players staring you in the face. Your teammates aren't on the free throw line, and she nails down 4 big ones.
Big time. 43s shot by the Hawkeyes today.
Where are my shooters at?
And knocked down 15 of them. Was that a lot, just the way Maryland was packing the paint?
Yeah, absolutely. And we knew, I keep referencing his last game just because we worked on how Maryland defended us last game so much. And, part of it was schematically, us not being in the right spots, but the other part of it was we just didn't shoot the ball that well. And so, going into, you look at the second half of our game yesterday, and then we kind of started out hot today. With that offense, they're going to leave some people open. They got to be able to knock down shots.
Got tense down the stretch. Maryland, you knew they weren't going to get away, and then that play where the charge call off the ball on the inbounds on Gabby Marshall, and they hit a 3. But how key is it to have 5 starters out there that have been through this so many times.
You can't teach the experience, right? And so it was huge for them to be able to stay together, give each other a look, be able to all look at Coach Bluter for 3 seconds, get the play call to be able to get the ball in bounds. I think the experience is huge, and happy they're Hawks.
Yeah, no doubt about
happy
it.
To have that home crowd with us, too.
Yeah, it's loud up there, isn't it? Right behind you.
Oh, man, I love it. Love every minute of it.
And then great defense on really the final 2 possessions that Maryland had. You just couldn't allow a 3 in that scenario, and I don't even think Myers got a 3 off.
No, I mean, they were scrambling around. Clock is just ticking. I'm hoping it'll go off. And, I mean, they were passing it, trying to set screens, getting everybody open, but our team did a great job of just communicating all those screens, and I thought we did a great job as well.
Okay, well, you've been here all day. You saw the Indiana-Ohio State game.
Yeah.
And Indiana gets knocked off after being up by 24 points late in the second quarter, so it's the Buckeyes tomorrow back to work.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I mean, it'll be a quick turnaround for the Hawks. Our coaching staff, our team will get ready tonight. I guess we can expect the press. We saw the way that Ohio State came back a little bit. But one thing that teams don't like to do against us is press us, and so we'll see how we're able to handle that. But we're just excited to be back in the championship game tomorrow.
Yeah, this is something it's fun to get used to, right?
Oh, it's really fun. Go Hawks.
Raina, appreciate it. Raina Harmon, assistant coach for the Hawkeyes, after Iowa defeats Maryland in a terrific semifinal game, one we'll certainly remember for a long, long time. Iowa 89, Maryland 84. All 5 starters in double figures. Hawks didn't get any bench points, but really relied on Martin, Warnock, Sonano, Clark, and Marshall. And why not? Back with more postgame after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
When you buy your own health insurance, you deserve a doctor who's your biggest champion and coverage you can be confident in. And with new Wellmark health insurance plans featuring Unity Point Health, that's what you can expect. These plans help you build a relationship with your Unity Point Health primary care providers and network partners, starting with free preventive and virtual care, plus low copays for primary care with a doctor who always has your back. Connect with an agent to help you enroll at wellmark.com/UPH.
At U.S. Cellular, we think phones are great, but they're not always great for us. Because while they connect us to so much, they can also distract us from, well, us. The us that actually laughs out loud with each other instead of just texting it. That knows being in the same room doesn't always mean being together. So let's find us again by putting our phones down. Not forever, just for 5. 5 days, 5 hours, even 5 minutes. Join U.S. Cellular in the Phones Down for 5 challenge. Find out more at uscellular.com/findus.
What a performance by the Hawkeyes. Defeat Maryland 89-84, led for 38 minutes and 4 seconds. Went 31 of 68 from the floor, 15 of 40 from three-point range. Caitlin Clark shot 13 threes, as did Gabby Marshall, as the two combined for 12 out of 26. Iowa shot just 15 free throws, 12 out of 15 in that category. 28 of 59 from Maryland, 8 out of 23 from three. Remember, they were 14 of 28 from three in the game at Maryland, and 20 of 24 from the free throw line. Let's head to the Iowa locker room here at the Target Center and join Jamie.
Thanks, Rob. And that was a great game. That was a great game, Coach Splitter. How are you feeling?
It was a great game, like you said. You know, again, first of all, I have to acknowledge the fans. I mean, this is Carver North. They showed up for this team, and our team absolutely loves them. So I'm just so proud of the Hawkeye fans and for their support. And I know some people couldn't get here. We just want to bring joy to you. We want to bring joy to everyone that couldn't be here. And that's the biggest compliment this team can get, is if they give people joy. But today, I love 5 people in double figures. It's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
You know, I was really proud of our composure out there. I thought we did a good job with 24 assists and 12 turnovers. You know, last time we played them, we didn't get the paint touches. Today, we got 28 paint points, more than they had. We shot the ball very well, but I got to talk about Gabby Marshall. Her adjusted field goal percentage shooting is 75% for this game. And over the last 9 games, she's 22 for 41. 22 for 41 from 3 over the last 9 games. So that girl is on fire. I thought McKenna Warnock, she stepped up, made those 2 pressure free throws. Her adjusted field goal percentage, 63% tonight. Caitlin led us with 9 assists. Monica had 5 O boards for us. You know, again, shot 58%. I mean, I could talk about everybody on this team. I'm so proud of them.
I'm going to make you talk about Kate Martin as well. Kate Martin almost has a triple-double, really, when you look at 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 10 points. Like, when you say she does a lot on the team, like, this is like where it's really showing today.
Well, it is, and she doesn't get credit for the things that she does on the court, like the great defense and the rebound, and like you said, she flirts with a triple-double today, but also the things she does off the floor, and the captain that she is, the leader that she is, how she holds this team together. I'm just so proud of all of them.
All right, thanks, Coach. So you're on to the ship.
We are. Ohio State, you know, incredible press they threw at Indiana today. We're going to have to be ready for that press. We haven't seen one for a while, so we're going to get ready for it. You know, at this point, you're running on fumes, and we don't have, you know, we have a shoot around tomorrow. We'll have a meeting tonight and get ready for it. We beat them at their place in our only meeting this year, but we're playing for the championship.
All right. Well, we look forward to it, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow. All right. And I am here with Monica Sonano. You know, what did you think? What was this game like for you today? Because for me, it was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it was a crazy good matchup. Those are 2 really good teams going at it. We're so lucky in the Big Ten. I mean, we had number 2 ranked team. We have Maryland. I think they were like a 7 or 6. What we're going for in the championship, we're going against another ranked team. Like, it's so good. We're getting so much better in these times. But I'm really happy to come out of here with a win. That was an intense physical game.
So down low in the post, Maryland in the previous game wasn't a great game for you. Mm-hmm. How did it feel to be able to come back today and show them that you are a great post?
Oh, yeah, it was nice. I think previously they were in the box and one that they were doing, they would have 2 people on the post, and our 3-point shots just weren't going down. Our mid-range wasn't really hitting, so it was really nice. They kind of came in with the same game plan, having a box and one, kind of clogging up the paint a little bit, but Gabby and McKenna stepped up huge, and Kate. All of them stepped up so big, so they kind of had to lay off of it a little bit, and that allowed me to get better looks.
How about that very first pass that Clark gave you a lob pass from half court? Have you ever had a longer lob pass than that lob pass?
No, but she has done that in practice, so I have seen it before. And she gave me a little look, so I knew it was coming in hot.
No, it was amazing. And these Hawk fans were here for you today. Just what does that mean for you to be able to hear them and have them be a part of this?
Yeah, I mean, it's truly so special. This is my home state, and these people have become like my family, all these fans. So it's just perfect for my last Big Ten tournament to have them all here. And, I mean, they're so loud. It really is Carver North for us, and it's so much fun.
Well, you did great today, and we look forward to the championship with you.
Oh, I do too. Thank you.
Jamie, thank you very much. Monica Sonano, what a terrific job she did today. And I'd throw in, along with her 15 points and 8 rebounds, had to have 4 or 5 tip balls to where she allowed another Hawkeye to get the offensive rebound because, Maryland defensively just really packing it in and would leave Iowa open for some 3-pointers, and that's the result of having to shoot 40 of them to win this game. Iowa 15 of 40 from 3. Well, we'll listen into some of the top plays when we come back, and also give you a little preview of Iowa and Ohio State for tomorrow. Iowa wins it over Maryland to get to the championship game tomorrow, 89-84. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you...
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP, because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs, but what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Hawks win it. That's now 3 in a row, going back to the Indiana victory on the last day of the regular season, the 26th of February. Took care of Purdue last night, 69-58, and over Maryland today, 89-84. Well, let's listen in on some of today's top plays, of which there were many. Bounce pass to Kate Martin in between the circles. She drives left side all the way to the rim. Out the basket, and she's fouled. Kate Martin, top of the key. Bounce pass to Clark. Deep three, left side. Count it! Threes for Clark. Now Gabby Marshall, right wing. Hawks by 6 with the basketball. Marshall, now Warnock for 3, left side. Got it.
Warnock.
Turn around the floater. Right wing, no. Martin, the rebound to Clark. Clark now inside Sonano. She turns, drops it off for Kate Martin. Count it. And she's fouled. Clark for 3. Got it. Left to the top of the key. Gets the rebound, had it knocked away, but into the hands of Clark. Now right side, Marshall. 3. Got it.
Oh my gosh.
Gabby Marshall.
The roof is going to come off this building.
Timeout, Maryland. 38-28. Now Kate Martin in the paint, tries to make a move, kicks it out to McKenna Warnock for 3. Count it. And the rebound to McKenna Warnock. Ahead to Kaylin Clark in the front court. Deep three-pointer. Got it. And the rebound down to McKenna Warnock. Now Marshall. Free for 3. Got it.
Marshall!
15 for Gabby Marshall. Iowa by 6. Lots of time. Here's Clark. Whips it inside. Sonano up strong.
Yes, she did.
And she's fouled. That was a huge play that resulted in a 3-point play by Monica Sonano, who had to work so hard to get any touches because of that Maryland defense. And Jamie, you go back to McKenna Warnock. She had 9 points last night against Purdue in the third and fourth quarters, had 3 at intermission today, and then ended up with 21. So 18 points in the third and fourth quarters, big-time three-pointers after, as we talked about, missed a few and then got hot, but then also did the job at the free throw line when the Hawks needed it most.
And that's just the player she is, right? She picked it up. And we talked about, actually, Warnock had a great second half in the previous game, so maybe that's just where Warnock's living her best life right now, is in that second half, and that's okay because it definitely helped the Hawks today, and it helped them yesterday.
So the Hawkeyes will take on Ohio State in the championship game tomorrow. Ohio State, the number 4 seed, at one time during the season, the number 2 team in the country. And Ohio State in the quarterfinals defeated Michigan by 2 in a terrific game, 81-79. And then way down in the second quarter, fought back and defeated the number 1 seed in the tournament, Indiana, 79-75. This will be the second meeting between Iowa and Ohio State. Hawks won back in Columbus on the 23rd of January, 83-72. And as Coach Bluter told you, have to look out for that press because it really bothered Indiana today.
It really did. And the only good thing about seeing that press is you know that most teams don't press a lot. And Ohio State did have to press for basically 2 quarters. And that is a lot, and that's going to take it hopefully out. You know, it hurts a few of those Ohio State players. But, again, they probably will try to bring it at Iowa, especially if Iowa gets a lead. So Iowa at least now got to see it today firsthand, which you normally don't get to see, and can hopefully prepare for it tonight.
Gabby Marshall has hit 24 of her last 41 threes over her last 9 games. Kate Martin, we talked about, just was hovering around triple-double territory with 10 points, 7 assists, and 9 rebounds. Marshall, incidentally, ties a career high with 7 three-pointers. Hawkeyes had 5 players in double figures, 24 assists on just 12 turnovers. And to me, one of the highlights today was the Hawkeyes led for 38 minutes and 4 seconds. And Iowa's now got 5 AP top 10 victories this year, as Caitlin Clark broke the junior single-season scoring record at Iowa for most points with 832. She also extended her streak of scoring in double figures to 84 games, has hit a 3 in 50 straight, and is the only player in the nation with more than 820 points, 220 rebounds, 240 assists, and 40 steals in front of 9,375 fans here at the Target Center in Minneapolis. Get to do it all over again tomorrow.
I mean, we're just living the dream over here. We just get to watch some great basketball. I'm excited for tomorrow. It's going to be nobody probably would have scripted, I don't think, Ohio State making it to the – because they were thinking Indiana's unstoppable, and Ohio State showed today that they are still that really good team. There's a reason they're still, I think 13 right now in the nation. They are a great team, and they were able to beat Indiana today.
Well, when you don't have any quit in you and you're down 24 and you charge all the way back in this environment, that says a lot. And
so it
the
should
Buckeyes,
be fun.
Yeah, the Buckeyes will be ready. The Hawkeyes will be too. But for today, Iowa over Maryland, 89-84 in semifinal action, and that sets up Ohio State and Iowa tomorrow in the championship game. Hawks going after 2 Big Ten tournament championships in a row. Really appreciate everybody that has tuned in and sent messages today. Terrific afternoon, evening of basketball along the Hawkeye Radio Network, the Varsity app, the YouTube page, the official YouTube page of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Sirius XM. Hey, let's do it again tomorrow. Keep this thing rolling. 89-84, Iowa over Maryland. For Jamie Cavey Lang, I'm Rob Brooks. We'll see you tomorrow at 3:45 for the pregame show, 4 o'clock for the tip. The Big Ten Championship on the line. Good night from the Target Center downtown Minneapolis. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye Women's Basketball has been brought to you by Authentic Brand, unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Hy-Vee. Score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit IALottery.com for details. United Healthcare. proud sponsors of Small Business Spotlight. Sign up your small business at HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. And by U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.